I don't even know where to go with this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. The light is green. The trap is clean. Looks like the pod track is going up and down, and it looks like the Streamlabs is going side to side. You guess where we are? Can you tell? Can you look? Can you guess? Do you know? It is Minden, Nevada. We are at the Sun Valley Fox's house again. Not by choice. We actually broke down and had to play here. Anybody who's seen the movie Leap of Faith, you'll completely understand what I'm talking about. That was a good poll. Off the cuff, that was a good poll. Anybody think that was a good poll? You can raise a glass. I cannot raise a glass because mine is empty. So there's no point in even starting this live stream. We can't kick this pig. We can't get it going. But if you are here and you are sticking around, it is Thursday, December 5th, 2024, the year of our Lord, and we are in the Sun Valley Fox's house. Let me show you the table pick. Let me show you the table camera. Hang on. I got a table cam. Let's see, it's right. Where'd it go? Look at that. Thank you very much. Oh, that's why I can't tilt that because I can't pin PayPal. All right, True Pineapple puts in PayPal. All right, tonight is there's some activity going on, and what I mean by that is we are not on Facebook Personal, we are not on TikTok, and we are not on Rumble. There are complications. It has nothing. Oh, you know what we did forget?
You looking at me, Joe?
Looking right at you.
When you switched over to the table camera, they can't hear you.
Well, I will correct that while somebody gets us hardlined.
Oh.
I will copy and paste that right now. I know how to do that. It will copy and paste the audio. Stand by, citizens. Copy, and then we go to this scene over here. And look at that. Now the table camera has audio for everybody. Dum 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 dum. Good stuff there. But what we didn't do, what we forgot to do, was we forgot to add. This is so dumb. If you guys could see this, I feel like I'm holding a baby right now. Like I'm holding it like this. It's like, okay, so let's talk to the people out there because it's small and it's furry, and that's what babies obviously are, small furry creatures.
Can I tell you something while we're waiting?
Go right ahead.
Joe Derek on Facebook says, good morning. He's in the Philippines, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Joe Derek from the Philippines. Good morning, handsome general and always beautiful queen, Gen X mom. I'm on time. Irish coffee is brewed and medicated for the show.
That is some dedication. Now, do you see the help we got behind? Do you see that old guy, the janitor? Isn't this what the
Just the cable guy.
isn't this what it was always like when you watch Scooby Doo? And there was always the maintenance guy that ended up being the guy, hey, would have got away with it. It wasn't for you kids. It always looked about like this. And so
I'm going to get that leaf blower and I'm going
to.
he brings the leaf blower inside St. Donna's house, and she's going to lose a couple of her halos and turn them into horns. He's going to be living in the chicken coop at nighttime tonight. All right, so we do have a crazy good show for you guys. Be honest, we do. Thank you. And then now I need the adapter.
My goodness.
Well, if you get off your big, fat, natural white ass.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
They're going to knock shit over.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Christ Almighty's like playing cards with a brother's kids or something. So, you know what? I think we should drink to kick this pig since we're doing everything out of order, upside down and backwards. I'm not sure who's got a drink available. We'll wait. Look at Ben, reaching for the good stuff. Well, he's got to do it. He can't leave us all hanging. And Christine's over there holding a straight face going, you motherfucker, I told you not to drink tonight. But she can't say anything because she's in front of everybody right now. She can't say shit. She's got to go, yeah, honey, that's fine. All right, let's start the show. As soon as we get this plugged in, we're ready to go. But for right now, we are at the Sun Valley Fox's house with the $1.2 million view. Everybody should have their BOTGN shot glass firmly in hand. We'll kick this pig starting right now. This to you guys. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
That's the adapter.
This is the adapter? I don't think it is. Because you don't have a C port on your entire Mac. You know what? I'm not sure what's going on here. It's kind of like listen, the truth of the matter is we're very good citizens. We get paid to hire the handicap, which we have done. We might have gone a little bit overboard on that one because my help right now is about as useless as tits on a board. And I got a feeling this is the only one she brought. She didn't bring the other one because she thought this was the one. Neither one of these are right. No. And then we had a C to an A adapter. We had one of these to USB. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just pretend everything's fine. Hopefully, you guys, we've got a good signal here. Hopefully, we won't buffer too bad. We're going to move over to the drag and drop section of the program. Something that you guys might find slightly familiar, except that wall looks like, God, that wall that reminds me of like where Jesus was crucified in stories. This is like where they beat him or something before they put him on the cross. I don't know why I feel that way, but I do. All right, so let's cover some stuff here. As if this wasn't confusing enough. You guys send me these things, and then you expect me to respond to them. And one of you guys sent me this earlier and said, which is it? And the argument has been, is it a GIF image or a GIF image? GIF. I've said GIF my whole life because that's what I thought it was, but the guy who made it said it's called a GIF.
I've heard it called a GIF.
Okay, this makes things more confusing for me. That's one.
I didn't yawn.
Do you hear that? That's one. You get 3 outbursts, and then you're gone.
Oh, here comes Sue. Close. Close.
Not my circus, not my monkeys.
You have a football?
That's Zelly just knocked over our lights. Why? Because St. Donna wasn't doing her job. You had one job, Donna. Don't let the dog knock over the lights. So is this now, if we look at it from this perspective, perhaps this clears it up. He doesn't know how to do that. You don't have a clue.
No.
Watch your sister.
He was trying.
He was. He's trying my patience is what he's doing over there.
Good shot.
All right,
So all I'm asking is, does this clear it up or does this make it worse? Because now if you look at it, now you have to say it's GIF.
Yes.
Because it wouldn't make sense this way. Now forevermore, it's always got to be GIF, right?
Yes.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. Christine, it's just you and I. The eyes have it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're good. Eyes have it on that one. What else do we got? Oh, you know what? Speaking of Christine, you weirdo. Ow. Look, I'm not upset that she kissed me on camera. I'm not upset that she was sticking her tongue in my ear on camera. It's just kind of weird to be doing it with your clothes on. That's all I'm saying.
What?
Okay, so speaking of Christine and the topic at hand, because that reminds me of Christine, as a matter of fact. This right here was from Christine. Some of you guys send this stuff in, and we really appreciate it. When you guys send these things in, I know you guys get stuff from Spotify. You guys get things letting you know what you watch, what you listen to. And so every now and then these come through. We really appreciate even being included in the rotation of what you guys watch. But this one was special because Christine sent this to me earlier, and so I posted it for the members. If you're part of YouTube members, if you're part of the General's Lunchbox on Facebook, or you're part of Patreon, then you guys saw this earlier today, but I thought I'd share it with everybody tonight. Even though we're ranked number 4, she listens to Joe Rogan and whoever Mel Robbins is, and something called Dumb Blonde beat us out.
That
But-
was Jelly Roll's wife.
Hold on, let me get you back in there.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, what?
So that's Jelly Roll's wife.
What's a jelly roll?
Jelly. Well,
I mean,
he's a singer,
yeah.
and that's his wife. So she has a podcast that I just started listening to
If you just started listening, how come it's ahead of us?
because I just started listening to yours not that long ago as well. So I'm not
A
sure.
little suspicious here. I don't know, but thank you, Christine, for doing
Yes.
that, and thank you for. And let's remind everybody the voices that you're hearing. We got everybody at the table here. Sun Valley Fox pulling down a beer. We got Christine. We got Ben Matlock, never lost a case, and we have except one to his wife. And we got Gen X Mom, your queen, and I am your host at this end of things. Just remember, when you hear the voices, that's who's chiming in from around the corner. we're not done. We got more to say on the drag and drop section of the program. And with your trained broadcast professional, we don't have to drag and drop. No. I took the time to put it up there ahead of time. Okay, I saw this today from one of you guys. I want to say thank you for sending this in. I think it has bothered me my entire life, and I didn't know how to address it correctly. I think we've all looked in our fridge, and especially when you put away things in your fridge, I think that, and I'll put you guys back on camera for this one. Isn't it odd how the butter has its own little section on the door with its own little thing on there, and it's more than it needs. It's way bigger than is needed for the butter. And someone sent me a picture today explaining what the reasoning on this and how you address this. And I'm like, well, it's been 56 years. Yeah.
The drag and drop audio is low.
The drag and drop audio is low.
Really?
Hang on, no. I know what that could be. That's about all I can. Oh, I wasn't holding it correctly. I forgot to Frank Sinatra this shit. Hello,
Trained
is it
professional.
me you're looking for? Yeah. Well, I'm not used to choking on my own garbage here, but I'm going to have to this time. Anyway, so what I was saying with you guys is that the butter section, I get it now, and I'm going to post this for everybody. Let's go back to the drag and drop section and show it. Thank you for sending this in. I should have remembered who did this, but that is called Butter's Penthouse. That is a little penthouse suite just for the butter, nothing else. And that nothing else goes in there, and it's way bigger than it needs to be. Yeah, I think they should label it Butter's Penthouse, or the penthouse up there. Because butter, it's a clear door, can look out over everybody else. It's high up there. And come on, that's smart. Whoever the jabroni was that sent this in got that shit right. Okay, yeah, why are you raising your hand?
Well, because Shiloh made a comment, says, oh my God, my nieces can hear this. And when they heard Ben Matlock, they all yelled, never lost a case. They're 9 and 12.
Starting them off young. That's very well done there. That's correct. Correct behavior. I'm protesting. I'm not saying one more fucking word.
Oh, is it my turn?
No.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Sun Valley Fox, dead air. This is the best dead air you're ever going to hear. I'm dying over here. I may die on the spot.
What's that?
He's missing a whiskey in his glass.
Oh my gosh.
Whiskey. Good thing
This
St.
is-
Donna stopped.
Yeah.
Lord.
Although St. Donna got in trouble because she brought back, Ben, you don't know this story, she did bring back 2 bottles of Pendleton, and the Sun Valley Fox raced out there, and she gets out of the car like, oh, my husband's coming out, right past her to the whiskey. And then he was a little upset. He's like, you brought this shit home, and you didn't seatbelt it in?
Oh.
You just had it laying there on the back seat? You should have seatbelted these things, these Pendletons. St. Donna has been instructed, when you bring whiskey home, you will seatbelt each of them individually for their own safety and protection. I think that's common. I think she's probably the only one that doesn't know that. I knew that. I knew to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to get a Pendleton car seat.
A Pendleton car
I'm
seat.
going to design it.
I think you should. I think those would sell. Those are important.
Absolutely.
I got a side story you don't know, and this is. Let's drink one more, and then we'll tell a side story. All right, here's one for you. Okay, so I need you to scoot over towards Ben like you guys are on a date. You're way too far out of the camera frame, and then you're gonna have to chime in with this one. Do you guys know who Seth Thomas is? You guys know Seth Thomas was a clockmaker. That's why all the replicas say Thomas on them. You know that even if you buy them for $15 at Target, it's for Seth. I think it was Seth Thomas. I'm pretty sure Seth was his name. Anyway, I own a Seth Thomas original from 1790s to 1810s in there. The whole inside is made with wooden gears.
Yeah.
And I ran across this clockmaker, 75-year-old guy. And I was talking with him, and he was in this obscure town on the coast, a place where there's no clocks at all. You think he'd be in New York or Boston or something where there'd be some history and lots of people have clock needs. You're talking about a tourist town that the biggest selling item there was, different flavors of 7-Up. And this guy has
sweatshirts.
and sweatshirts. And this guy has a clock factory where
At
he
the
does
very
this.
end of town.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
talked with him, and he didn't believe that I had one. So I brought it down, and this guy closed his shop, pulled the drapes, closed the shop, put up the close sign, and he goes, may I open it? I was like, knock yourself out, man. It's a clock. Go ahead. So he's in there opening this up, and so there were a lot of things I didn't know about the clock. And Seth had signed a paper inside every clock he did, and it was still there.
He wanted to check to see if it was
Yeah, he wanted to go. So he's having a fit over this clock. So my wife is like, okay, we've been here an hour. And I'm telling her, I go, we're going to be here like 6 more hours. This dude's not letting go of this clock. And he's looking at every little thing and taking stuff apart. So she leaves. She goes, fuck it, I'm done. I stayed as long as I could. I said, look, my man, I'm going to come back tomorrow and pick up my clock, okay? I mean, you could tell with this guy, there was no way anything was going to happen to it. He was being way too anal about this fucking clock. So he calls me and says, I'd like to repair the clock. And I said, okay. And he goes, it's got it's got wooden gears. I'm going to do all the stuff and redo it. And I said, okay, that's fine. And it was expensive for the little work he did do. But the next day we went down and we were leaving town now. Now we're leaving town. And so we have a GMC Yukon, so it's got a few seats. And we talk about it. I pay for it. We talk about the stuff he did. He shares with me. He gives me all the broken pieces back. Fixes everything. And then he goes, where's your car? And I said, right out there on the street. And he goes, okay, I'll get the clock. So he gets the clock, and he comes out holding this thing like this.
No, he was holding like this.
He goes, where do you want to put it? I go, just throw it in the back. He goes, no. So he opens up the door, and there's kids sitting in the seats. He opens up the other door, and there's kids sitting in the seats. And he's like, can one of them ride in the back? I don't want to put this in a seatbelt. This is a true story. This is why it reminded me of what Sun Valley Fox and I were joking about with the Pendleton. And this dude is not letting me have my clock back until I assure him we can put it in a seatbelt with blankets around it. That's how he wanted me to travel with this clock. And I said, dude, put the clock in the back. You can wrap it in blankets, but it's going to go in the very back and just lay it. And he goes, oh, no. He says, let me tell you something else. Now, we're standing in the street, and he won't let go of the clock. This is word for word what he says. He goes, now, when you get home, I don't want you to pull on the chains on this thing and set the time unless the governor is coming over for dinner. That is the only person that I want you touching this clock. It'll work, but it may not work for very long because it's old. So only if the governor's over. And I'm like, so I can't make my own clock work for me. He goes, no. If the governor comes over, then you can set that clock. Otherwise, don't touch the clock. Now, you see how fidgety she's getting right now, my wife? She was getting ready to lose her fucking mind with this guy. And she is walking up and down the sidewalk. And this guy, now we've been out there 40 minutes. This guy's lecturing me about the clock. He won't give me the clock. He won't let go of it. And he won't put it in the back. Finally, she comes up and she says, what is the problem here? Now, she knows already. She's been listening, but she's trying to be polite. She goes, what's going on? I said, well, we're having an issue with taking the clock home. She goes, why can't we take the clock? I said, we can take the clock, but we can't put it where he says. This clockmaker wants the clock in a seatbelt, and that means we'd have to put one of the kids in the back. And she looks at the guy, and he goes, well, yeah, that's what I'm asking for, duh. And she lost her shit. She goes, I forget the guy's name even, Hans or some bizarre name. She goes, look, dude, fucking put the clock in the back right now. And he looked at me and I go, I'd do it. I mean, she'll fucking rip it out of your hands. She'd rip it out of his hands and gut kick him right into the bushes and go, give me the fucking clock. That guy, we wrapped it up and set it in the back and drove off. That fucker stood in the street and watched us till we went all the way through town and turned the corner. That's how anal he was. Here's another thing. He talks to me about the clock. The next time I see him, he goes, now, the outside of the clock had some chips in it. I said, yeah, it's been around a long time. He goes, okay, so we can repair the little broken things that are on the outside, the decorations. And I said, I don't know if I want to do that right now because they're little things that stick up and you might break them again, just they're a little fragile. I said, I'll do it, but just maybe not right now. And he goes, okay, so I know the guy to do this. And I'm like, is he as fucked up as you are? Because he goes, oh no, this guy, he's not like me at all. I'm way more attentive. And I said, okay, what's this guy's story? He told me the name. He says, this guy will go, I'm not making this up. This guy says he will go back east to Massachusetts where the forest is that this clock was made from, where Seth used to go cut down the trees and make his clocks. And he will get wood from the same forest and whittle the pieces down to make them exact matches so your clock is as original as possible. And I said, well, you're right. He's not as fucked up as you. That dude's more fucked up than you. I mean, by a lot. Not even close. That dude's going to shimmy up a tree and cut down some wood and make it match. That's some dedication to your goddamn clock. And he was pissed that I wasn't as into it as he was. And I was trying to be. I used to hang out with nerds in high school. You know, when they're really into some of their nerd shit, you got to kind of act as nerdy as them so they really think you appreciate their nerd point of view. And I was trying, but I was really ready to lose my shit. I was close to shitting a purple Twinkie right in the middle of the fucking street with that guy. I never seen somebody so possessed. Tell me how much of that is a lie.
It's not a lie at all.
That's what that
And
fuck.
guess where the clock is? In our closet.
It's in our closet, just sitting on a shelf.
It's
Yeah.
sitting on a shelf.
I mean, it's not getting damaged.
Never seen the daylight again.
No,
It sits there.
just goes in there and
We're not
sits
allowed to
there.
hang it on the wall.
Which means you haven't had the governor over.
No,
Apparently not.
it's not allowed to be on the wall.
That reminds me of a story. I got my sundial was cracked, and I had to go to Greece to get the stone.
Original
fixed.
stone, yeah.
Yeah, to get it to work.
That was
and then it
tough.
had to be calibrated.
How do you calibrate a sundial?
You got to talk to the right people.
I,
The governor.
The calibrated.
That's Miss Meridius.
Thank you.
okay.
Brother from another mother.
Do you see? This is why I fucking drink, is because I'm at his mercy. I'm in his house, and he knows that I can't do shit about it. And he comes up with the most.
You know it's coming.
It's coming. Well, I'm gonna drink again right now. Thank you for that one. Let's put one down. Let's throw it down and keep it going.
All right. John Paris says, "Good evening, General and our Queen. Catching my first live in a couple months. I got locked out of my old account and lost my almost 3-year membership."
Wow.
Danny H says, "What's the over/under of the Sun Valley Fox folding up halfway through the show?"
Who said that?
Danny H.
Danny H.
Put him in the woodshed.
I'm not putting him in the woodshed for
You
that.
two are going to meet in Vegas. He's
Yeah,
coming
you're
to
gonna
Vegas.
meet in Vegas. That's gonna be funny.
Oh, and he wanted to know what I was drinking. It's,
What are you drinking?
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
A little something, something.
So there's no alcohol in it.
Nope.
Yeah. See, that was a line in that movie or that TV show we got hooked on. What's that one with Billy Bob Thornton?
Landman.
Landman, and he's sitting there with that lawyer in the bar, and she goes, "You gonna keep drinking beer?" He goes, "There's no alcohol." Is it Michelob Light?
Yeah.
And she goes, "There's no alcohol in this." He goes, "There's not any alcohol in this." And she looks at it. She looks at the bartender. She goes, "Is there any alcohol in this?" He goes, "No, not if you're an alcoholic. There's none. You're fine." So
Spencer Grant just got a membership on YouTube. He's
thank
now
you,
an
Spencer.
extra. King Wisen Oak, $2. Audio is low on drag and drop screen. That was a while ago.
It can't be now. I'm belting it out.
Dragon Slayer Jade wants to know, says, "Mom X, has anyone solved the crossword puzzle correctly?"
No.
Wow.
No one has solved the crossword puzzle completely correctly. We've got a couple close. I got a prize if someone would solve that thing correctly. I mean, I'm going to have to offer up something big here, like a full nude of...
No.
Who said you? Who said I was offering up a little
'Cause
presumptuous
you always
there?
offer something up.
I think we're going to have to offer up something for a prize because we can't get anybody to get close on that. Good moderators will put up the direct link to the crossword puzzle right now. Don't go there and work on the puzzle, but save it for later. Come on, man. Use your
Dr.
head.
Shadowlight on YouTube, what is the skinny on the intern? Did Gen X Talks get one, or was that for the crew in Nevada?
No. We it looks like we got one. It's a kid from Long Beach University. Seemed real excited. You see, Daniel, who is one of our brand managers, he was in the Zoom call. And I can't tell whether I fucked up the Zoom call or Daniel fucked up the Zoom call. I don't know. But I was saying that he brings me on and we're talking to this kid. And then I sat there and just started telling him what the brand is all about. You know, and something that helps with advertisers or sponsors is you point some things out that we do differently. Like some people say, well, if you want to advertise, we'll make a TikTok. We'll make a 1-minute reel, you know, and then the sponsor may say, well, cool, can I also get in on some of your live streams? Oh, we don't do live streams or podcasting. We just do, you know, shorts and reels. And there's other people like, well, I want to pay to be part of your podcast. Can I also get, you know, in on some of your other stuff like shorts and reels or, you know, some of the events you got? Oh, we don't do events. We do all those things. So when you're talking to someone, you can say, hey, just so you know, Gen X Talks covers a lot of ground. You know, we just, and then Daniel interrupts you because, yeah, but I don't want you saying any of that shit. Because just stick to the thing that that Gen X Talks gave you a list of 5 very important clients. You're reaching out to those 5. Sir, you're one of the 5. And be thankful they reached out to you. And let's set up a a Zoom call. And then Daniel goes, and then the kid's like, okay, so what's the Zoom call? He goes, oh, we just put the general on there and let him go. he goes, our success rate is like 9 out of 10 if we just stay out of the way. I said, well, you're not being successful right now. Shut the fuck up and stay out of the way. I'm talking here. He goes, yeah, but you're telling the kid. So we go through this long thing about what we're supposed to do and not to do. And the kid finally, I look down on the screen, the Zoom call, the kid's going.
He's out of the Zoom call now.
He's like looking around. He's like, oh, you guys done? I said, listen, man, it's a lot more professional than you think, buddy. So it went well. The kid had a good time laughing about how we were doing it. And I said, look, this is the truth. All I told the kid is I said, look, take Daniel's lead. He knows how to have all the initial conversations. You don't. You're brand new at this. So listen to him. But don't be afraid to make a mistake. And the kid said, what do you mean? I said, don't be afraid to fuck it up. You're going to fuck up a lot of conversations because you're new at it. But just tell me. Just go, I tried this and I said this and I shouldn't have. So what? We'll figure it out later. And when we were done with the interview, the kid said he says that statement in the middle of it, he goes, was the best thing I've ever heard. I've never heard a boss or a mentor or whatever the situation, I've never heard anybody say, the only reason you'll get mad at me is if I don't try. If I try and I mess up, you're not going to care. I said, no, just use your head, of course, do the best you can, but I'm not going to get mad if you make a mistake. There's 10,000 sponsors out there. If you fuck up the first 100, there's a lot more. Just do your best and learn from the mistake. He said that was the best thing he heard. So I liked him, and we'll see what he does, but it was just an initial meeting, and we'll see if, I don't know, when I hung up from the Zoom call, I kind of feel that Daniel beat the shit out of him afterwards. Don't listen to anything that guy said. None of that works,
Hey, General, you didn't need to call him tomorrow and see if he was watching Barnum's Last Nation tonight.
Yeah.
That'll be the...
He better have. The fucking kid signed on today. He better be glued to his TV.
He's not, guess what? He's out.
He's out.
I'll do another Zoom call, and I'll bring a pen and pad of paper and go, okay, so let's see here. What did I say about this joke? Who was sitting at the table?
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, you don't know? Yeah. Going in your permanent
Failed
file.
your interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. Firewood art, $5. When the general is little man in the corner on the video, he sounds good and everybody else is low. Single screen, he's low and everybody else is up.
My God. What
I'm
the
just telling you,
fuck,
this
man?
might have been a while ago, though.
You know what? When I switch screens, I'll just fucking turn everybody through the roof. I know you're going to have to speak up. You got your gentleman's voice on. So you're going to have to drink more and get where you're supposed to be. Or
I can't.
it's for the show.
Okay.
It's too late now.
Whoa!
Whoa!
She just gave you permission, my man. I don't know why you're hesitating. He looks at her like, but honey, what have I done wrong? I'd have turned and said, well, all right, let's go. Yabba dabba do, baby. I'm in.
It's within arm's reach.
It's true.
All right.
Eugene on Facebook says, hello, all. Yali here from South Africa watching.
Oh
on
my
Facebook.
God. Yeah, we're getting around, man. You know what? That Sun Valley Fox kicked me in the balls today.
Just once?
I wish I
Just-
did, but I didn't.
Yes,
But
you
I
did.
watched.
Yeah, you did. You just don't know you did because you're an insensitive prick. You didn't even know you hurt my feelings.
Oh, boy.
You really didn't hurt my feelings. You can put something in question, but if I say he hurt my feelings, that may make him feel a little bit
You
more
want some
off-put.
sympathy.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. I don't think
Forget
you're
it.
going to get that.
Well, he
Okay.
brought up, Marcus at Zippix is he's a sponsor of the program. He's a good guy. And those Zippix sticks, the nicotine sticks, we've been working with him for months now. And I love interviewing Marcus. He's got some stories. But it was kind of odd. The Sun Valley Fox and I were talking about that today. And he says, does he ship worldwide? And I thought about that because we do have listeners from South Africa and Ireland and the UK and the Philippines. And I went, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that obviously it's not the majority of our stuff. Our sponsorship is not falling on deaf ears, of course, but I don't know if he does or not. That's a legit question because it's a good thing. But anyway, yeah.
We have a question for you from Kyle Robertson on Facebook.
All right.
How about the drones that have all targeted all the important humans in America? People who control law, drones attack in chess formation.
As I hear a helicopter right now.
They're coming
Wait,
for you.
shh, you guys hear that? Listen. Why would there be a helicopter out here? You live in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I knew you were going to do the show.
You
and
hear
I
that?
Blackhawks.
Black Hawk down.
That to me sounds like a big blade, like one of those ones that lifts something.
That's probably one of the NDF Forest Service.
You make the truck payment. I don't want to get it repoed by a helicopter.
Oh, there it goes.
That is so weird. You asked that question the first time I've ever heard a helicopter out here. It's fucking loud.
So are you going to answer the question?
So
about
now
the
he
drones?
tilted and just took off.
Got past us.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Or
he's
he's
coming
turning
back.
around.
He's turning around. Okay, what's the question?
It was about the drones. Have you seen the things about the drones that are happening?
I don't think you're talking about all the ones in New Jersey.
Well, everywhere. He says they're targeting all the high.
Targeting in what
people.
way? What are they going to shoot you? Are they armed with weapons? You can see them. They don't have any weapon. What are you targeting?
They're like surveillance, doing surveillance.
Okay, and tell me what the rule is. Why that's illegal to have a drone up in the sky pointing a camera. Now let's just take for instance right now. I've thought about this before. It's a serious thing. Take right now. We're at the Sun Valley Fox's house. Let's say there's a drone 300 feet up there, and it's got a big camera, and it's pointing down, and we can see that it's got a camera. We know it's there. It's not even hiding.
Then my brother's getting a shotgun
If-
and it's
okay,
going
not-
down.
Yeah. Before your brother shoots it out of the sky,
Exactly.
is that illegal? And if so, you better tell me why.
Depends on state, county regulations.
Does it?
Because well, yeah, because what they'll get you at is shooting a firearm within a
No, you're not shooting it down. It's
Just
up
the
there.
drone
Just the
itself.
fact that it's up there. Let me rephrase this another way. Let's say somebody, a neighbor that doesn't like the Sun Valley Fox, hires a big crane and lifts a boulder over his house and just suspends it there. It's on a crane. It's 200 feet in the air. Is that illegal?
We don't own the airspace.
There you go. How far up do you own above your house?
Yeah.
Because if he's up there holding a crane, it may be dangerous. You might be able to sue him in a court and say what you're doing is dangerous. You might cause me harm. But the immediate thing is he could say, you don't own up there.
Well, the way I would look at that is private pilots cannot fly below 500 feet of residences.
Okay, but it's a drone when it's a drone.
It's a drone, but it's still private airspace.
Okay. So you might get in trouble for the. You might get in trouble for
Low
what?
profile.
Give him a ticket for flying too low.
I think it would have to come down to
But you can't say it's encroaching on any of your civil liberties, Eric. Can you?
Don't know the legal.
How far above can you dangle a rock,
Well,
a
then
big
it-
boulder
then you
over
come
someone's
into
house?
Airports. If you live near an airport, it can go into airspace. I mean, it just depends on where the house.
Yeah,
is
okay.
located.
There's all sorts of idiosyncrasies we could go through. Fun fact, Freddie, but that's not what I'm talking
Other than
about.
it being annoying that it's above your property.
People are allowed to be annoying to you. People are allowed to.
Realtors and stuff take aerial photos of properties, so that's illegal.
I'm just saying that all of a sudden it comes into question is how much airspace is yours above the house? How much do you own? Because I know you don't own down very much.
Okay, well, besides the drone thing, how do you feel about all the drones that are out there? Because there's quite a bit, like the guy said, that are like, one was over Mar-a-Lago, some are over in New Jersey. They've had a lot of drones up in the air.
My first thought would be there has to be a way. See, and this is what pisses me off. I almost divorced you. I almost divorced you one day.
Just one time?
Just one time. Well, yeah. I drew in the shower. I was drawing a shower
Here we go.
drawing, and she erased it before I could come back and take a picture of it. I was designing an EMP pulse that could be directed. There was a finite way.
this was a shower thought.
Oh, yeah. I had this all figured out. And I drew it out, and she erased it before I came back. Because you could EMP pulse a frequency to those drones. And here's how I know that this works. This is going to seem dumb to you, but when I was working for Chrysler, there was these diesel trucks, like a Ford diesel truck or a Chevy diesel truck, not a big rig, little ones, regular size stuff. They would just die in the middle of the road, and then they'd restart. And for years, no one could figure out why. And it turns out, I don't even know how they figured this out. It was on coincidence. There was a certain Chrysler car that would pull up next to a certain diesel, and the frequency of the alternator wasn't being trapped by the Zener diode correctly, and so it emitted a pulse that happened to be the same frequency as the system on the diesel, and it would shut it down. So if a diesel was pulled up at an intersection next to a certain Chrysler, and the Zener diode had failed on the Chrysler, the spinning alternator frequency would shut that down. Okay, so I don't know the ins and outs, but that means there is a way for a frequency other than an EMP pulse to shut down electronics if you can hit the right
That must
frequency.
have been a long shower. For you to come up with all that.
You know what? Don't go any more than that.
Yeah, can we
okay?
just stop right there?
Probably was, yeah.
Was it a
4
hot or
hours.
cold shower? That's what I want to know.
I'm only going to tell you this one more
Oh,
time.
boy.
I want you to listen real clear. It's my penis, and I'll wash it as fast as I want to. Okay?
Is it
You
a
can't
penis?
say that word on here. No, I'm kidding.
Is
All
it
right.
a penis frequency?
It was a frequent penis, yes.
Okay. It's
So-
not like
It was a P series.
Oh, short story.
It was a P series.
Yeah, short story.
It was a long story.
It was a P series, right?
It was a P series.
Okay, got it.
So there is a way to do this. So my first thought would be find a way to just, we can all make American guns that zap them and just fucking one shot of those things and they blow all their money on their fucking drone. Or if they're going to do that shit and then we shoot them out of the sky. And when they go, you can't do that. That's illegal. You can't shoot drones. Say, well, fucker, you pissed me off. Take me to court. Sue me. And you're going to get it. I'm going to shoot that one fucking down too. If there's enough of us shooting down drones that don't belong in the places they are, they're going to get the message after a while. Plus, let's look at it this way. There's another reason it's okay to shoot down a drone. You're going to find out whose it is real quick.
That's
When they come fucking knocking on your, hey, motherfucker, I'm sorry, why are you pissed about the drone? It's my friend's. It's my friend's drone. He's
Send me
mad.
over here.
Yeah, he sent me over here to talk to you. Yeah, sure he did. Because you're going to find out whose it is. So shoot it down and then just sit on your front porch with some lemonade and wait, because it's coming.
All right.
Lemonade? Did you say lemonade?
I was thinking of Mrs. Ford. She used to drink lemonade on the front porch in Tennessee. And Tennessee, as I learned in the documentary Shooter, is the patron state of shooting stuff. So, yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right, can we get back to the fucking show now? What were we talking about
You
anyway?
had a question. You had a question about drones.
Did I get it right?
I have no idea.
All right, then.
You went off on a tangent.
Well,
I
then,
was-
in typical liberal...
yes, it went from drones to shower stories.
Yeah, short
Listen,
story.
if you don't know if you got the answer right, in typical liberal fashion, just claim victory and move on. I got that
What did
right.
they say? We'll bring it around again.
We'll-
What did they say?
Oh, yeah, what was that they used to say? We'll circle back to, thank you, St. Donna, we'll circle back to that.
to the drones.
Well, then you never do. All right.
All right. Werewolf 2004, $5. Hey, it's been a while. How have you all been? Cheers, General.
There we go. Werewolves back
Circling the wagons.
Circling the wagons,
it's
baby.
fun being on top of the bus.
Is that where he is?
Yes.
You know, there are people that they know exactly where they are on the bus. If we ever get that lithograph made, we have to put the name of the person and their little character where they have said they'll be. And there's people that have said, no, I'm on the third window back on the outside hanging on with two hands, you know. There are people that really very dedicated to where they are. All right. Back to the drag and drop set.
The goddamn program. Oh, yeah, we were talking about the butter penthouse.
Oh, jeez.
How did we get to
We
drones?
were, but it was a long time ago.
Man,
No, we need to move on.
I'm tired.
Let's see. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
This is a 4-hour show?
You know what? For those of you that are thinking about going to Las Vegas, we're doing the big meet and greet there, live in person. We do it every year at the end of January. Gen X Talks, it's a 3-day event, but if you want to go to the main one, good moderators are putting up the link for you right now. I think the thing I want to share with everybody is Trippy Pineapple is one of our executive staff members here, been around a long time. He won the award last year in Las Vegas. He got a trophy for being the best staff member. But the one thing he does at the show once a year in his life is he dances. And I pulled up some footage of the Trippy Dippy dance. I'm going to share it with you right now. And this is the only time you get to see it. Unless you check it out live, you get one shot. And this is it. I bring to you the executive staff member and the Trippy Dippy Pineapple dance. That's my man, Trippy Dippy Pineapple. Thought we'd share that with you.
Whoa.
Now, how many people are buying tickets right now? The people that were on the fence, they're like, "Fuck it, I'm going. I'm seeing that live." That's the selling point right there. That puts people over the edge.
All right, is he going to really do that?
Yeah, every year. He's good at it too.
Wow.
He just needs a couple beers. He's good.
Couple beers, you're good to go. Okay.
Or shots.
So Jiff for Jiff and Christina Podcast and Butter's Penthouse. I didn't get the main thing on there, did I? I wanted to do that and I didn't have time to do it. God damn it. I'm fucking slow dumbass. All right.
John Travolta.
We've only got a couple of these things in here.
Somebody said
I'm not even going to show them.
Travolta.
We'll save those for next time because there's 12 of them, and they're called phrases that make boomers roll their eyes. And since we had a boomer here, I thought I'd share that, but I only got 2 of them in there. And I thought the main image that the story posted in the beginning was classic because I think we all picture boomers that same way. So we'll save that for the next part of the show. I think that's good for right now. We start off with such a fucked up mess. I think the audience deserves to get into some trivia.
There you go.
I think it's time to do some of that stuff.
I'm ready.
So I didn't ask you if you were ready.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
I raised my hand.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
All right.
Okay,
So
fine.
now he's ready. So what I got to do is I only have to change the phone number on the screen. Please allow me to do that. Don't call right now. Don't text right now. And for your dancing and listening pleasure, I will bring you the table camera with everybody at it, and then we'll get going because we can leave it on the table camera for the rest of the night. So let me jump around and do this.
The table camera is kind of like pulsing, so explain to them the new camera. Not too bad, but you can kind of see it going out of it.
It is a brand new camera, and it's a great camera, but I haven't figured out how to use it with all the settings yet. And basically, that's a lie. I just plugged it in, and it does. If you do some of this, it'll zoom in and out. If you start moving, it'll follow you. So it's doing some adjustments as we go. We either have to tolerate it, or we have to tell everybody on the table to sit still, which we don't want to do.
Trippy says download the software.
There we go. Here he comes. I knew he was going to say that. He's only been telling me that since the day we bought it. All right, so let me bounce around here. Let me find the phone number portion. There it is there. We'll copy the phone number portion. We'll go back to the table camera, and we will donk the table and thing right here, and we hit paste. All right. So what that means is now we can put the phone number up, but we don't have the right phone number, so we got to change the phone number to the right phone number. Whoa, not the right number at all, my fine feathered friend. All right, so I need the phone number. It's 1, and it's 805 460 5603. Okay, so that is going to be our designated number for tonight. Where's a good place to put that? Let's put it right over the Sun Valley Fox's face where he's going to sit, so he'll be blocked out by the goddamn fucking... Actually, we're going to put it right above Christine's head like it's a thought, and she's thinking... Call the number. Yeah, it actually came right when you did that. It's like, oh, yeah, she did that perfectly. All right, so what I'm going to do now is put my headphones on. We're going to take some phone calls and do some trivia. You will be able to talk to everybody who is on staff. If you have people that are got your headphones and you got staff members here, I will cradle this dumb thing, and I really don't want to do this when I'm holding this. So, do you want to do the phone tonight?
Okay.
Why would you take your headphone off?
Because I'm multitasking here.
You're not listening on the phone.
Okay.
Okay, so
Can you text me?
is that Chef John already?
I don't know.
I think it's Chef John.
Massachusetts.
I don't know where it's from. Okay, so what you have to do is you're going to pick the person you want to talk to. Put your headphone back on.
Wait, are they texting or calling?
They're going to call.
Okay.
So you're going to pick whoever you want to talk to, and when it comes up, I'll hear it in here. I'll hear the person talking, and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Now, right now, I'm going to turn it down because everyone's calling. We don't even know what the question is yet. So what we're going to do with this...
I can't hear you on headphones at all.
You guys can't hear me?
No.
I don't know what she's doing. Which one are you in? You're in 2?
Yes.
And you could hear before, but you can't hear now.
Can I hear now?
Then something on your side. You did something on your
No,
end.
mine's not. This is a basic one.
I don't know. I can't even help you with that. Everybody else's volumes are up. You're up. It's plugged in all the way. You should be able to hear.
It's okay. Go.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We got trivia, and what we're going to do is we're going to do what we did last time. I'll let you call in, and we have some trivia we can ask you a question on first. And if you get the verbal portion right, then you can move on to, I heard that.
But what?
You cracked that thing open, it cracked through the sound. You just made the Grand Canyon 3 inches wider with that one.
So if I take the headphones off, you won't hear?
It's nothing. What would your headphones have to do with old
This is
people?
why you drink.
This is why I drink.
He's actually drinking this time.
Yeah, some real stuff.
Real
What is it? It looks like a lemonade.
It is.
hazy.
Hazy lemonade?
It's
IPA.
gotta be these.
All right, so we got some questions, and what you're going to do is you can answer the question, and I'm actually going to give prizes away if the questions you get to are worthy, because some of these are pretty tough. I previewed some of these with the Sun Valley Fox earlier today, and there are some of them that are fucking tough. What?
You
All
want
right.
to answer the first one?
Yeah. No, I
What
don't.
did you answer?
I don't want you to answer any of them. I don't want you to. Yes, Fox. What's up?
You want me to answer it now?
No, not now.
Okay.
For God's
What
sakes.
time is it? Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
isn't it your
right?
bedtime yet?
Medication.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Good
his wife said she's not in charge of his medication anymore. He's on his own.
Who's got the over under? That's all.
I don't know who had. Yeah. What? Oh, I'm just gonna keep drinking because that's the only way I can tolerate this
Mike
band of
Perkins is
misfits.
calling in. Did you want that? Oh,
No, I'm not ready yet. Why is Mike calling? I'm not ready yet.
Kevin Grimes is now calling.
Oh, Kevin Grimes can wait too. Okay.
Christine Matlock calling.
All right. So the first one, I'll ask the question. They get no backup, no help. But on the second one, that they get to listen to something on the track, they get to pick one of you as their backup, as their assist. But I'm not telling them what the topic is before they choose. All right. So Gen X Mom, let's go with whatever you got on there. Whichever person calls in next that you want to take, just let me know.
It's going.
Call in, call in, call
How do you
in.
make it answer?
You press the fucking green button like every other
Oh.
phone on the goddamn planet. Hey, caller, who do we got on the line? And how many drinks of alcohol have you had this evening? And don't lie. My man.
14. That's good.
So Christine just adds 6 to whatever your answer is. You said 8, she said 14.
No call audio coming through, they're saying.
Whoa!
There is some guerrilla math going on there, but my man, I'm proud of you for doing that. That's good. I'm with you. Okay. Far out, man. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you chiming in. Now, listen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you an 80s trivia question, right?
They can't hear in the live stream. They can't hear anybody talking.
All right. Hang on a second. We're going to try to figure out why we don't have you. For some reason, why that's not coming through. And it should. I can hear him. So
All
it's
they
going
can hear is you. Can't hear the caller.
All right, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is up. 1, 2, 3. Next one. It should work. It's like it's the same one we always do. Well, you're the first call of the evening, and they said the audience says they can't hear you for some reason. And I don't know why. Do you have the volume down on the phone?
That's. Oh, the other phone. Sorry.
Why on earth would she be on her phone?
I'm trying to watch. Here, I can't. I
Oh,
don't
here
know
we
how to
go.
work an Android. Sorry.
Stand by. This is the.
Mama knows. Yep, Mama knows.
Okay. Now let's see if they can hear the caller. Caller, please tell everybody what your name is and where you're calling from. Let's see if they can hear you. All right. Did anybody in the audience hear his name and where he lives? Look,
Totally hear the caller. Nope. Nope. One person. Dead air.
that is unreal. Everything is set right how it's supposed to be. There's nothing else plugged in or not plugged in. I don't get that at all. All right, I'll tell you what, Brandon, I got your phone number in here, and I'm gonna call you back. Okay, let me hang up. I'm going to put everybody on hold for a minute. We're going to try to straighten this out, and then I'm going to go ahead and call you back first, okay? Thanks, my man. We'll talk again soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put you on Be Right Back and see if we can't figure this out. So go to the bathroom, let the cat out, let the dog in. Good stuff.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, but if he gets back up and running. What are you gonna do?
I cannot understand how come I can hear Joe talking. I have every microphone off. Oh, he's coming through. Count again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody should hear. If they can't hear, something's fucking wrong. When I talk, the pod track moves and everybody hears me. When you talk through the phone, the pod track moves and they can't hear you. I don't buy it.
Okay, well, why don't you just put it on speaker for people?
No. Okay, I'm back. We're trying this again. I think we got it worked out. I am going to do a practice call right now. Let's see if anybody can hear. Let's try somebody on here. Who's in here? You know, we should try to call is the guy we promised we'd call back. Bruno from Alaska, or whoever it was.
Cornhole.
I'm thinking, Corny did not say that. All right, we're trying this. Here we go.
Very similar.
You get to his son, they got the Brandon Sanchez part correct. Sure.
I swear. Ask him where he's from right now, and he'll say corn something. Cornhole.
He didn't say Cornhole, Mississippi, though.
It was very close to cornhole.
You know, it's
Why,
on.
We've
is
been
it-
live
is
the
it the
last
town next
past
to it?
several minutes.
Right, but I had the mic off until just now. Right, I'm with you.
Everybody heard and saw everything.
Far out. Okay, so let's go to this, and let's go to that. And how do you fucking make a call off of a recent? There it is. All right, let's try this. Let's see if he answers. Do you guys hear the phone ringing?
Yeah, quite loud.
Very loudly.
Wow.
There you are. I ain't that wild, man. I ain't that wild. Come on now.
The question is, can everybody hear? Can you guys now hear the caller?
Yay! I can see
Fun
comments. It
page.
says yes.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So I'm so fucking lost. I'm gonna have to have.
We can hear him.
All right. So now we got that problem solved. Let's turn the mics back on. So now we got Gen X Mom, and then we got Ben Matlock, and then
How
we
do I
got some other
find
phone.
out like
Who's got five?
Gen
One,
X sucks.
2,
I
3,
think
4.
all.
There is no 5. There is no 6. There is a comma. There's no limit. All right. So it would appear. Let's see if we got that right there. It would appear we are on air. And we got that, and we got that. Yeah. It looks like, as far as the technical version goes, and this isn't going to work out because we don't have Trippy Pineapple here, but I think we got it. We can now hear the caller. So that means, yeah. You see that? We got here the caller.
I thought it was
That is from the studio.
woke up.
Thank
It's
you,
not your sleep
guys.
tracks.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's from the
okay.
studio audience. Appreciate you guys. That's enough. Tone it down.
Can't find the live stream though. I know here's.
You can't find the live stream? Good, because
Yeah,
that.
I'm on Gen X Talks right now.
Well, somebody tell me we're still broadcasting.
Yeah.
Okay. All
We're
right.
gonna have fun with this caller.
He should be hired.
Gen X Mom has no faith
Oh,
in either
there
of
it
us.
is.
Volume
Oh,
is low
got
and
y'all.
Chris.
Got y'all.
All right, now he's got us. Okay, so let's go back and pretend that we're going back in time and there's a seamless transition between what was and what shall be my brother. And we're going to move along. Da-dum, 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 da-dum,
Go
da-dum.
Dodgers too.
My man. Oh, that's right. He's born in Orange County. I'm just glad you're not an Angels fan, so that's good.
And where is he
My
living
dad
right
is,
now?
but
Okay, Christine is asking, where are you living right now?
Sorry.
Horn Lake, Mississippi.
Told you. It was
Corn
close.
Lake.
Same
You said
thing.
cornhole.
It's still a hole and with water in
Dude,
it.
I actually, for 2.5 years, I literally built cornhole boards and put college logos on them and everything. It's so funny that you just said that.
Never lost a case.
Yeah, don't. Okay, listen, my man, I got to tell you, don't encourage her. That could, we don't want to set a precedence.
She called it out, and I literally did it for a few years while I was working in a warehouse, and that's what I did on the spare
All right,
time
so
while I
here's-
drank beer.
We're going to go ahead and ask you an 80s trivia question. After all this, if
like
he
I said, I was born in '87, so
after all this, if he gets it wrong, do you know how shitty that's going to be? We go through all this stuff and we ask a question and he goes, I don't know. All right, goodbye. You know, I mean, that'd be horrible.
You know what? For him being on so long and being patient, you need to send him something.
I love how he
some
like
that
gives
I
away
know,
our
man.
How about I send him the hat on your head? Give him your hat.
Okay.
Sun Valley Fox offers everything. You're gonna need to get closer because I'm listening.
I'm sorry.
Now, do you hear how much
You
better
did
you
good
sounded when you
one,
did
Gen
that?
X, Dad.
Yes.
And then I did the same thing because I was over here. I was
Okay.
doing it too. All right. Much better.
You want me to start singing?
No, I don't want you to start singing.
Okay.
This is like Moneyball. You only talk when I snap and point. If I don't do that, don't fucking talk. Don't say a goddamn thing.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Sundial.
Jeez. I can't do this with you anymore. I swear to Christ. Okay, so what was your name again?
Brandon.
I was going to call him Bruno, and it's not Bruno. It's Brandon. I don't know why.
Hey, my nickname's Spud. They call me Spud.
Spud? All right, Spud McKenzie, like the dog from Budweiser beer?
Back in the day, I grew into my nickname, but when I was in like 10 years, 11 years old, you know, my baseball coach nicknamed me Lazy Spud, and now I grew into Spud.
So not.
Wait. So your baseball coach named you Lazy Spud.
No,
And-
just Spud, and I asked him why is my name Spud. He said because you're chunky and you're lazy. And I was like, no, I'm not.
Why would someone get the nickname Spud for being? Is it like a potato? Is that it? He's lazy like a potato?
Sure.
I don't understand why someone would nick.
That's what a Spud is.
You know, I got a feeling that if I drink one more time, this call's going to make more sense.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to drink and see if we
With
get some.
him.
Yeah. Hey, Spud, we need to drink together, buddy. You got one in your hand?
You better believe I cracked it.
My man. All right. So let's drink this one together. We're going to work our way through. We're going to get through this phone call no matter what it takes, even if we have to call a trauma unit out. We're getting through it. Here we go. Drinking to Spud in Cornhole, Mississippi.
No, it's not cornhole.
It is now.
Corn Lake.
Yes.
Right outside Memphis, Tennessee, but we're on the good side of Mississippi where we don't fuck with that bull or mess with that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't-
Spud.
I don't like that other side of the Mississippi with all the bullshit on the other side. I like his side much better.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, sir.
There's so much to unpack as we go. I almost can't keep up, but I'm going to try. All right. Spud, here's the gig. I'm going to ask you the question right now. You are going to give me an answer. If you get it right, then we'll let you move on to the next part of the round. Do you understand the rules?
Sounds good.
What is the name of the stylish detective played by Don Johnson in Miami Vice?
That's before my time, man. I guess I'm gone. Can I get a second chance? I told you I was born in '87, man.
Well, I'm not catering these to the year you were born. I'd be up all night trying to figure these questions out, man. All right, I'm going to give you one more because you've been very patient, very kind, and very truthful. He was born in '87. All right, now I'm going to give you one more shot. Here we go. I bet the comment section got it right. I bet the comment section lit it up. So what was the answer? I'm going to give Ben. Let's give you a chance on that. What was the name of the character played by Don Johnson?
Crockett.
Know his first name? You got it right.
Davy
Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
No, he wasn't Davy Crockett. Just because you knew Davy Crockett, Sun Valley Fox.
Sonny.
I lived in his
Sonny
house.
Crockett.
Sonny Crockett is correct. Now, all right, let's move on. Let's give Bo Jackson here another round and see if he can do something with it. All right.
Bo Jackson.
We're,
We changed colors.
all right. Let's see. Okay. This song, it's part of this TV show, has been on repeat for 20 years. So even if you were born in '87, I'm sure at some point you got stuck watching it when you were homesick, having grilled cheese and Campbell soup, and you got stuck right after the Price is Right. This thing came on here. All right. What is the theme song of the sitcom Golden Girls? Very famous show, very famous song. Scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. What do you think, Bo?
I don't watch that BS, so.
Is that from the other side of the Mississippi?
Hey, I'm just gonna watch y'all. I'm just gonna watch y'all.
Hold on. I'm going to give you one more. Let's give you Sylvester Stallone.
Gen X mom, Gen X kid. Man.
Hey, Bo, which Sylvester Stallone movie was released in 1985 and features his character leading a rescue mission into
Rambo.
Vietnam?
Rambo.
Yeah, which Rambo? There's like 7.
Oh, come on, you're killing me, Gen X dad. I'm gonna say 2. 3.
9.
Say 1.
12. No, it's not 1.
There's only 7, you said. So.
It is 2.
He was right.
Oh, let's go. 1 out of 3 ain't that bad. That's a good batting average.
That's true. You're batting 300. You can't complain there. I'd sign you for a 10-year contract.
333.
All right, let's go over now. Listen, I'm going to play something for you now. Listen, Bo, you still with me?
It's branded.
I'm here.
Okay.
Here. You
All right.
better believe I'm here.
All right, so here's the gig. I'm going to play something for you. I'm not telling you what it is. It's going to be a sound, a jingle, a TV intro, part of a movie, something. But you're going to get to choose a backup singer, which means anyone here at the table, you can choose Gen X Mom, who's busy on her phone watching Pornhub. You can pick Ben Matlock, who's looking over her shoulder at the Pornhub. Or you can pick Sun Valley Fox or Christine. Now, who do you want backing you up on this? Because if you get it wrong and they get it right, you can still keep playing.
I get it wrong. I get it right. Let's go. I mean, I'll get what kind of hit, what kind of music?
No, I'm not giving. No. Because if I tell you it's something from the 1800s, you're going to pick Sun Valley Fox because he was there. So I'm not giving you that clue. You got to pick your backup singer. You got to pick your lifeline before I play it.
I'm picking Gen X Mom.
All right, Gen X Mom, you were chosen. Gen X Mom, you're going to have to hear this.
I can't hear it. My headphones are.
Well, just get Ben's or something for 5 seconds.
Here.
Are they gonna reach?
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear everybody now? Gen X Mom is now on with you. I'm going to play something. And Bo, you got to go first. This is something you got to know. You got to give me I'm going to play the first couple seconds and see if you know what it is. Ready? Here we go. Maybe, yeah.
All right, here we go.
What the fuck is going on? Why isn't this working now? All right, Bo.
Gen X Mom called that one out.
Bo, you got to say something first. You got to give your guess first. What TV show do you think that was the intro for?
Miami Vice.
No, thank you for playing. Now, Gen X Mom can literally save your ass. Gen X Mom, do you know?
Chips.
Yeah. Ben, did you know that one?
I did know that one, actually.
Yeah, I figured you did. All right, you're alive for one more round, Bo. If you get this one right, we're going to send you a little present.
Let's go.
He definitely gets the award for most enthusiastic call. No matter who follows him, they're never going to be as good as this guy.
Absolutely.
Not even
Dude,
close.
I've been watching you guys since Gen X Kids started it, man. You guys are awesome.
Thank you, man. I do appreciate you. We love you for listening, man. We really do. All right. Here comes a tough one. Now, who do you want to back you up this time? It cannot be Gen X Mom because you already chose her. You got to pick somebody else.
All the way to the right. The old man to the right with his
chooses
He
you.
calls you the old man to the right.
He says, I said, you got to pick someone other than Gen X Mom. He goes, all the way to the right, the old man all the way on the right.
No, you got to remember with his foo-foo drink, whatever he's
Yeah, that
drinking,
little
it looks
foo-foo
like a
drink he's got, the old man with the foo-foo drink. Believe me, Bo, we know exactly who you're talking about.
Brandon, really?
Let's go, big dog. Let's go.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's pick something out for you. Now, you're going to guess first. Let me give you something to go after. This one's a tough one.
Something good.
Hey, I'm going back in time here. You're going to have to go back even before you were born. This goes back before I was born. But
I listen to a lot of classic rock, so.
all right, let me see what I can find for you here then. All right. I want to know, I'm going to play part of a song, and I want to know the name of the guy who sang the song. You ready? Here we go. Your answer was what again?
Your boy Freddie Mercury before he went the other way.
He is correct.
Bo says Freddie Mercury before he was batting for the other team.
Yes. And batted 333.
Well, Bo, he batted 333. He was on the same page as Bo right now. He was 1 for
Right.
3 also.
Exactly.
All right. Bo, you're incorrect. That's not a good answer. So I'm going to give the Sun Valley Fox a chance to don't consult. You don't have a team over there. You're giving Bo a team of people. I need to know the answer.
Stop cheating.
Yeah,
Stop
they're cheating for you, man. Look at this. All right, Sun Valley Fox.
What's going on here?
Okay. Let me guess.
Who sang that song?
Dion.
You are correct.
Woo!
You are correct. You just saved Bo's ass. Bo gets some smoking bacon now. He's going to get still something,
Does
baby.
he get to move on now?
Nope, that was it.
I'm
but
good?
you're good, man. He saved you. You got the right answer. Dion sang that song, "Run Around Sue." So listen, what you got to do, write this down. You got to email genxmom@genxtalks.com. genxmom@genxtalks.com. Let her know your name, your address, and that way we can send you a little something in the mail for playing and winning on the show here tonight.
Hold on a second. Let me type this down real quick.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Write this shit down.
GenXmom
at
genxtalks.com.
That's it, my man.
Brandon, you're awesome.
GenXmom@genx.
This has got to be the greatest call of all time. I swear to Christ Almighty.
It's
Hey,
got to go in the.
yeah, Brandon, this is.
GenXmom@genx.com.
We are going to absolutely make sure that we put this phone call at the staff Christmas party. We're going to play this one over and over again. I appreciate you, buddy.
Next time you guys go to Vegas, give me like 2 months out, and I'll be there too.
We've been telling everybody for 4 months, man. It's 2 months out now. You're 2 months out right now. Hey, good moderators are putting up the link. We're staying at the Red Rock.
I got a dang cruise coming up.
Well, listen,
Got a cruise coming up
we're
in
staying at the Red
February.
Rock. Sell your tickets on eBay to the cruise, and you can still make the show.
You can't do that. The money's already paid. All right, hey, so GenXmom@genx.com.
GenXmom@genxtalks.com. And listen, if you get it wrong, just go to the website. All of our emails are on the website. If you get lost, just go to genxtalks.com. Everybody's email's there. We all answer our own emails, so we're all good.
Perfect. I'm sending it right now. Let me go to my computer. I'm sending it right now. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
I can't wait for more content, man.
Appreciate you calling in. Thank you very much.
I love it all, man.
All right, that's Bo from Cornhole, the correct side of the Mississippi, batting 333. But Christine, wait. Christine said it's a lake is just a hole.
He made cornhole.
No, Christine said cornhole is just a hole filled with water, so she's right.
Okay, cornhole lake.
I cut this part off. I don't know about that part. You're in charge of that part. That has got to be. It wasn't just the best phone call. That was the most haphazard, rough phone call, technically inept thing we've ever done here, and it was so good.
What was back in the day? What do they call that? A classic.
Classic, yeah.
Classic.
That automatically gets in the ranks up there for.
You got to make a slice out of that.
Yeah, we got to do something with that. We got to have a whole playlist on Gen X Talks of the best calls that have come in because that ranks up there. All right, so. All right, I hate to say this, but I'd like another phone call.
You might drink.
All right, I'll drink.
You might need it after that.
We're gonna drink. Raise a glass. Don't let me drink alone. I don't mind doing it, but I'd rather not. Somebody's got something with me. No, if you answer that phone call right now, that Saint Donna will pull the plug on the whole operation.
Oh, that's
Saint Donna from the Peanut Gallery. You just hurt Chris's feelings. I wasn't gonna say his name. So
Tell him to call.
Krister, you can call back now. I was just fucking with you, my man. It's a popularity contest, and you win. All right. Call the number on your screen, 805-460-5603. Let's do some... Yeah, Christine. Why do you hand me the phone? Do you not know how to push a button?
I don't. See?
What the fuck? All right. So, hey, caller, who am I talking to?
This is 617 John.
617 John's back in the circle. Now, 617 John, this is only the second time you got through. I want you to realize once you get through about 4 or 5 times, St. Donna will turn her anger right at you. Just so you know. And I think I know why. She hates a winner. She hates a winner. If you guys start winning, she goes right at you, which is why she's comfortable being married to the Sun Valley Fox.
I was going to say, why did she marry me?
'Cause I think the statement speaks for itself.
Wow.
All right, let's be clear on that.
I'll go back to sleep.
There, who woke you is what I want to know.
The medication.
The medication got you. It's timed medication. All right, so what we're going to do, 616, wait, what'd you say your name was?
Oh, just call me John.
All right, John, because there's only one of you in the world, which is good. All right, John, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a trivia question, and you need to take more Tramadol's, like a handful, and then you'll feel better, because that's what happens to me. Let's see now. Let's ask you a question. If you get it right, you can move on. You don't get any help in this particular case. Right now, you're completely on your own. And if I see you using Google, I'm going to go over there and kick you in the ding-ding. So don't use that, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Which conflict in the 1980s involved the U.S. in a significant military action in Central America?
Oh, that would be the one, I think, in Nicaragua.
Oh, no. No. Thank you for playing. We surrounded his fort there, his little base, and we played some Van Halen 24 hours a day, and he finally surrendered. But no. It was the invasion of Grenada, which we actually used troops, and we firefight, and we shot around, and we killed everybody, and then I actually have a personal connection to that. Would you like to hear that story, John?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad you asked. So sit back and relax, and we got tales from the general. When I was probably 82 or 83 is when they did that, and I was attending Grace Community Church in Sun Valley, California. One of the youth pastors there was a medical student, and he was working off part of his internship down in Grenada, and his name was John Scott. You can look up the people the medical kids that were rescued from down there, because at the time I thought he was an old man, but now I realize he was just a kid, and he was one of the ones rescued him with John Scott, and he came back and had personal details of the Marines coming in and kicking in the door and saving all of them. True story. Not even true that it's a story. So now you know what I know, which ain't much.
That's interesting. Some of those Caribbean medical schools later got hit by hurricanes and they're wiped out. I don't know if his is still there, but it shows you how much the world could change since the 1980s.
And how connected we all are by these little idiosyncrasy stories, because that's something that we would have not known about each other, and now we do.
You got it.
Hey, you're going to have to call back and try again. Just don't do it too soon, or St. Donna's wrath will be upon you. I'm going to hang up with you. Thanks for calling in, buddy.
All right. Have a good night. Good luck with your event.
Well, I'm going to try to. Thank you. All right. So he's gone, and I'm working the phone. I tried to give this to her. You realize that every time I hand her the phone, she just hands it back and goes, I don't know how to answer a phone call. Whoa. I'm not sure if I should answer this.
Uh-oh.
On the screen, it's called Strong Mojo. Yeah. How could you not answer a phone call from someone named Strong Mojo? Strong Mojo, you there?
Yes, sir.
Now, did I put that in here and save your name as that, or did you do it somehow?
I don't know. My phone is sort of built around that moniker.
Wow. Far out, man. Well, Strong Mojo, you've seen how we're playing tonight. Are you ready to play? You going to get your first question?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's go.
You're on your own for the first one. And then after that, if you do something, you can get a little help from a lifeline from one of the participants that are hanging out here being totally useless in my life. They're doing nothing but pointing fingers, laughing at me, and drinking, which is okay, I guess. I don't mind too much. I mean, I internalize it all anyway. All right, let's just do can't do that one, can't do that one. I said, in the 1980s, a U.S. sitcom that was groundbreaking for its portrayal of racial tensions in a Brooklyn high school. What was the name of the show? I know the show was really funny, and it was the only. If someone should have just said what sitcom in the late 70s and early 80s was based in a Brooklyn classroom. That's really all they needed to say. They don't need to bring the racial tension shit into it. It just needed to tell you that. And this is your one chance to answer. What do you think it is?
Welcome back, Cotter.
Welcome back, Cotter. Wow, look at that. He got it.
Got the Brooklyn accent.
Hey, I think he threw that in for free. I really do. That was a good call on that. So, my man, thank you very much for doing that. Look at, you can tell he got it right. Look at that. How cool is that? Nicely done. Okay.
Thank you.
I got to remember to use that more often. That's funny if I can do it at the right time. A little lame when I do it too late, too short, too little, but story of my life. All right, so now we're going to move on to the listening part. And before we begin on the listening part, you get to pick a partner. You get to pick a dancing celebrity, one of the dancing monkeys that we have in the studio with us. You can pick Gen X Mom. You can pick the Sun Valley Fox. You can pick Christine, or you can pick Ben Matlock. Never lost the case.
Never lost the case. I'm going to say Sun Valley Fox to back me up on this one.
Sun Valley Fox. Don't hang your head, my man. Sun Valley Fox, he might get it right. And then you're off the hook.
Well, if the medicine's dosage is just right, he's going to be perfect.
Thank you, sir.
He said the caller just said, St. Donna, if the medicine dosage is just right, he'll be effective. So, all right. So let's jump over here to the dump, and we're doing on Bank B, and we're trying here. Okay. I got to find something. All right. Now, what I'm going to give you here is I'm going to give you a commercial from the late 70s, maybe it was early 80s commercial. And I'm not looking for what the commercial is about. I'm not looking for what year the commercial came out. This one is incredibly tough because I'm going to ask the name of the actor that voiced the commercial. All right?
Oh, boy.
Yep. Listen, this is world famous. World famous. That's how great this is going to be. You ready? Here we go.
All right.
To drive it is to experience the pleasure of a truly roadworthy automobile in the Chrysler tradition of luxury. Yes, even rich Corinthian leather. Chrysler Engineering achieves fuel
Rich
economy.
Corinthian leather.
Ricardo Montalban.
Oh my God! What did you just say?
Ricardo Montalban.
Oh my God!
Absolutely correct.
Sun Valley Fox, do you concur?
Absolutely. Wow, that was awesome.
Hey, let's try pulling that mic a little bit closer to you, buddy, so you're not.
That was awesome.
There you go.
He hit it right on the money.
If he gets one more correct, he gets a prize tonight.
Yeah, but he's not going to ask me.
No, you're out. You're on the sideline. Now he has to pick Gen X Mom or Christine or Ben Matlock. Never lost a
I'm
case.
going to go with Christine. She looks like she's kind of
Careful.
needing to get involved a little bit.
Christine looks like she, needs to get involved a little bit. I like the way he said that. He recovered nicely and slid right into second standing up. All right.
Do this.
Okay. Okay. This one's going to be a tough one. I'm going to play the first few seconds of a very famous song from the 80s. And you have to answer first. Christine can only help you if you fail. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Here we go. That's it. That's all I'm giving you. What song was that? He's working it. He's trying to work it out right now.
Everybody in the chat knows.
You got to answer. Did he read it in chat or did he actually get it?
No, you saw me. You heard me. I was working through the lyric just to get to the spot.
All right. I'm afraid that only leaves one conclusion. He wins. He didn't even need your help, Christine. You're trying to get
I knew that one.
You're trying to get her involved and you don't even let her answer.
Oh, but see how she perked up, sat forward, and
Oh,
leaned
yeah.
into her microphone?
You did get her to pretend she was part of the podcast. And that's great stuff there.
There you go.
All right. So listen, I'm going to hang up with you. And what you're going to do is email genxmom@genxtalks.com. We're going to go into story time before we do another caller. And make sure we get that email from you. We'll send you a little something in the mail when we get home, okay?
Sounds fantastic.
Thank you very much for calling in. Appreciate you.
Cheers.
And we're gone. So let's go back to, everyone keeps blowing up my phone and they're asking me about today's event out at the Sandlot. We did drive all the way to Reno, stayed there, drove out to Dayton, Nevada, because we had a meeting, because things are not going swimmingly right now. Time and money are against me. Now, Ben Matlock, who's never lost a case, doesn't care, because Ben has both of those things. He's got time and money. He's young and he's wealthy. So he doesn't really care about the plights of other people. However, I am among the poor and downtrodden. I am just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. I'm a jabroni like the rest of you. So I come with hat in hand trying to solve problems. And I'll tell you one thing we ran into, and Christine and I had to argue about this, and I don't think anybody knows this but her and I. No, nobody was there but us. We had a meeting, and
What about the Sun Valley Fox?
no, he was not in this particular meeting.
Oh.
Uninvited. Only because he doesn't know how to do a Zoom call. He had no fucking clue. I invited him to Zoom call, and Donna says, "What's he doing? He's banging on the keyboard." I go, "Just tell him to go to bed." But I will. We had a Zoom call with.
Standing right here.
Oh yeah, hey buddy, I love you.
Buddy?
You're really important around here. Yeah, buddy, pal. Okay.
All right, let me get the leaf blower. You're out.
Yeah. All right. So we had a Zoom call, and did Ben send this guy to us? How did this guy get involved?
He's a general contractor, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted us to have other options and see what else is going to be available.
Ben, do you hear her covering her tracks in that conversation? Because I didn't know how this guy got involved until she just said, I thought we should have options.
We're talking about Peter, right?
Mm-hmm.
This guy, we get in a Zoom call with this guy, and I'm trying to figure out who he is. I'm like, okay, you guys are the dynamic duo, Batman and Robin. I didn't know if Batman brought me the conversation or Robin did. Apparently, it was Robin. And the dude says, well, here's what I do for you. You know, you don't have to worry about Brian, and you don't got to worry about Duke, and you don't got to worry about Debbie. I got people in house that do these things. I said, okay. And so he mumbled about all the things he could do, and it was a canned story. Well, we like to understand what your needs are and what you're looking for in your property and what you're looking for in your outbuildings. We like to cater to what you're doing specifically, so you get my full attention. And I said, okay, dude, stop talking. I said, how much are you charging me? He goes, 18%. I said, of what? He goes, the entire project. I said, get the fuck out of here. I said, that's like, so if we did a $550,000 deal, his 18% is $90,000. I said, okay. So I'm just trying to get through the conversation politely. We hung up with him, and I'm still on the screen. What the fuck was that about?
I didn't know he was I thought he was just a general contractor that would be doing the general contractor things.
Well, he wants to.
Yeah. I didn't realize he was going to have an additional
This is why
fee.
Robin needs to talk to Batman.
I did talk to you about it. You said yes.
Before
And guess who
it
else
goes
said?
all the way.
Guess who else said?
Who else said?
Duke said it was a good idea to talk to
Well,
a general.
Duke said it's a good idea to have a general that can help you through it, but
I have you.
You don't need a general necessarily.
No, I've got you.
You.
I do it my damn self. All you have to do is whisper.
Damn self.
That's right. You can whisper it in my ear, which was the plan all along. So we were supposed to meet that guy today.
Mm-hmm.
And I called after the next day, and I said, I'm telling that dude I'm not to go. And then, of course, Jennick's mom, she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, look, number one, I don't need that fucking guy. And if I did, I couldn't afford him anyway. It puts us right out of the ballpark of what I want to do. So fuck off with that. So I said, I said to Christine, you tell that motherfucker to fuck off. I'm sure she didn't say it that way. I'm sure she called and said,
Peter's a very nice guy.
Yeah, he probably, yeah.
Peter is a very nice guy.
Yeah, no.
But-
Yeah. But I said to Christine, and then she filters it and says, hey, I'm not sure how she called. Hey, we can't make the deal. We're going to do something, blah, 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 blah. But we didn't meet with the guy. Now, we did set the meeting. You guys done bumping the table?
It's the dog.
How'd she get back in?
It's Ellie.
Oh, and look who's holding. Oh, you're holding the leash, but no dog.
Here.
What is the point of having a leash if the leash isn't on the Sun Valley Fox?
I'm sorry, General.
Medication.
I feel. What?
Medication.
Here you go.
Yeah, it's from the vet.
So we did meet out there today with Brian. I think I got a picture of Brian. Let me see if I can bring in a picture of Brian, because we met him. He's a new guy today. And let me see. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's Brian. And the first thing I noticed about Brian is he looks like a very young John Lovitz. He just looked like John Lovitz, and he was, look at that, it's a happy guy. And he came out there, and so Christine was there, although she was late.
I was on time.
Okay, when you're born Generation X, if you're on time, you're late. If you're 15 minutes early, you're on time.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're questioning a lady that she was not on time?
Correct. She wasn't.
Told you
wasn't
my
a question.
reason.
It wasn't a question. It was a statement.
Yeah, why were
That's
you?
even
What,
worse.
what was your excuse on why you were late?
There were cops on the freeway and I couldn't speed.
You drive a cop car.
I know.
You drive
They were looking at me.
a cop car.
I do.
It's just when she pulled up, I got out to walk, and I was, who the fuck? Why is there police here? I thought police had showed up at the property today. Okay, so I had to spell things out for Brian, just like I've had to spell things out for Duke a little bit too, get to know him, kind of drop his guard. So Brian got initiated today into Gen X Talks. And now what Brian does is he develops a site plan and turns it into the county. And I said, I'm cool with that. I'm going to tell you kind of what I'd like to see and how it would go. You're going to draw it up like a pro, right? And he goes, oh, yeah, I got you. And you're going to submit it to the county. Now, if they kick it back because something's wrong, who pays for the next time you submit it? And he looked at me and I said, let me give you a clue. It's not going to be me. And he goes, well, here's how this goes. And he's rehearsed this. He said, what we do is we put you on a program where you pay as you go, or we put you on a blanket policy where we charge you a bunch of money and then we don't bother you about that shit. And I said, okay, stop right there, Brian. Stop right there. I said, the blanket policy thing just sounds like if you keep fucking up when you turn shit in, you're just not going to tell me. You're just going to keep charging. Well, another grand, another $1,000, another grand, because I'm not going to know. As long as it fits under your umbrella of that, you can fuck up as many times as you want. Now, let's go the other way. Let's talk about it if we went, I pay as I go. He goes, okay, let's talk about that. I said, you turn something in and it gets kicked back because something what? He goes, well, if the county had made some changes that I didn't know about. I said, then they better have made the changes since we talked today. Today's Thursday. If you tell me, well, they made these changes and we didn't know about them, that's your fucking problem. It's your job to know. If they just made the changes today, I'm going to understand it. But if they've made these changes 6 months ago, you're supposed to fucking know. Hey, I said, Brian, if that situation comes up, guess who's paying the second time through? He goes, we are? There you go. Good job. I said, now, if Duke, we talked about Duke's two different ways of doing the property lines. One is kind of like it's good, but it's not perfect, and it should pass, but it might not. I said, now, if Duke submits something and it comes back because Duke fucked up, guess who's paying the next round? He goes, Duke? I go, now you're catching on. I'm starting to like you, Brian. This is good. You know, and I tell me if I'm wrong. Did I not have these conversations with him about this way?
Absolutely. I wish we had chairs and an audience. I mean, it would have been a game show.
Yeah, I literally tried to talk to him in a manner that I thought I would explain things clearly. He goes, well, you know, he doesn't cuss, so he's trying to harden up in the conversation. But since he can't cuss, that's making things difficult. Like he says, well, you know, I don't anticipate any problems, but you know, gosh darn it, if it comes down to that, we'll figure it out. And I'm like, gosh darn it, you know. Or when he said jeepers, I thought it was a little bit early in the day to be dropping a J bomb. You know, that was something. But we got through the conversation. I said, look, man, I'm trying to loosen you up and letting you know that we just need to have real conversations about shit. So he did. He got it. He's like, okay, I get where you're going with this. I said, I'm not a rich man. I got enough money to pay for this shit, but I'm only paying for it once. I said, if I fuck something up, then it's on me. But I'm not letting everybody around me turn it back around. And of course, I gave him the Duke 40,000 story, which you remember very clearly. Which I told Brian, I said, I heard a story about Duke, how Duke overcharged Ben 40 grand, but by the end of the project, Duke had an explanation to where the 40 grand overcharge was really saving them hundreds of thousands, and it all worked out and everybody was happy. I said, Brian, I never want to be part of one of those stories. I do not want to get overcharged and then have this really cool story at the end of it and how it was okay and it all worked out for the best. No, not doing that. Not even close. He goes, no, I got you. I said, all right, so everybody loosens up. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's getting along. And I said, now the next thing is to get Duke to draw out the property lines correctly. I said, how do we do that? And Brian just about laughed us out of the room. He goes, oh, well, I got a project I've been waiting on forever, so I don't know how you're going to get him to do it. And then, was it you? Was it Christine? She said, I think it was Christine. Somebody said, just put whiskey at all four corners.
Yes.
And then tell him to go get it. Oh, and while you're out there getting the whiskey, take your equipment with you. And I said, well, we can get him down here. And then Brian jumps in. He goes, if you get him down here, don't let him leave. He carries all of his gear in his truck. If he's stupid enough to show up to the property, make him do it. I was like, okay, we can do that. So we all tried to figure out a way to motivate Duke. Now, I'm going to be honest. I was very upfront and open with everybody. I said, well, if he doesn't get going on this thing, I'm going to drive to his office. I'm going to grab him by the back of the fucking neck and say, get your phone, get your keys, let's go. And I'm going to drag him out and throw him in his truck, and we're going to drive out there and say, okay, you're not leaving until it's done. Christine's like, well, we could offer him a set of golf clubs or a signed golf club from somebody or get him to play golf with Ben. And I said, if I go get him a signed autographed club from somebody, Ben's going to take it. he's going to take the club and go, I got you in this deal, so give me the fucking club and do your job. I go, I don't know if that's going to work. And now the whiskey thing still might work. Everybody had these gentle, wonderful, luring approaches to get Duke out there on the property. I was more old school. It's like if I call you and ask you 3 or 4 times, you're not returning my calls, you're not showing up, I'm just going to drive out there. When you see me pull into the driveway, it's too late. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to get a phone call. You can't pull your blinds shut and tell your secretary, tell him I'm not in. No, we're past that. We just got to go. So now we've come full circle. Ben Matlock, who's never lost a case.
Lost a case, yes.
How are you going to actually get Duke out there to survey the 4 corners like he's supposed to?
I'm just going to tell him to go do it. It's pretty simple.
Doesn't seem that simple.
It's that simple.
Well, for everybody else who's been dealing with him, nothing's working like that. No one's been able to get him to go do it.
The trick with Duke is you have to know his schedule, which I do. He's going to be back into town very soon because he's been in Hawaii for the last couple weeks. And then on top of that, you're very close to Dayton Golf Course. So I'm going to say, hey, let's go down and play Dayton Golf Course. And while you're there, you're going to survey the general's property.
I have to let you, I just remembered something now that he's out of town. I have a small confession to make that I haven't told anybody, not even you. I inadvertently pissed off Duke.
Inadvertently?
Inadvertently. No, I wasn't trying to this time. And I'll tell you why, because he said he was texting me, and he was texting me all this stuff like, well, let's do this, let's call here, let's go there. When I get back, and I said, okay, hold on. I said, look, can we run this stuff through Christine, because
Are we okay?
everybody all right over there?
It was just a fake bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. I texted him and said, look, man, it's cool, but I said, can we run this through Christine, because all these people you're telling me to call, she knows them, she's got their numbers. And he goes, if you want to run it through Christine, fine by me. And he never texted me back again. And I texted him and said, dude, I'll still run things through you. I'm just saying that on my end, I'm kind of dumb. I'd rather never a response. Nothing after that. He was kind of like, fine, we'll use Christine. And then that was it.
Well, he was talking with me, so he stopped talking to you, but continued talking to me. So we're still
Well, as soon as he's done surveying and everything's done, I'm going to have a little sit down and go, dude, that was a dick move. Because I was trying to be cool with you and just say that she knows more than I do. She's smarter about this. I wasn't trying to put her over you, but it sounded like when texting like that. And the reason I didn't tell my wife this is because she has a speech prepared about texting. And how and when you text with someone, tell everybody about how you feel about texting and being able to read people's emotions in a text.
You can't read people's emotions in a text at all. So you don't know how they're feeling or how their inflection is.
Yeah, I would have got a lecture from my wife. You don't know if he's mad. You're just taking it that way.
That's the way you're reading it.
Yeah.
You're not hearing his voice.
No, I will admit I have no idea how hard he was punching those keys.
Every text message I get from you is angry, so I already know.
That is so not true.
Don't forget that he may have forgotten or lost your phone number again.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to explain that to Brian. Brian's like, what are we talking about with that? This is a true story about Duke. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I submit this to you. He couldn't call me back for weeks because Duke couldn't call me back for weeks because he lost my number. All of a sudden, he texts me, he says, dude, I'm so sorry. I lost your number. I can't call you. I'm sorry about that. I said, dude, it's the same number you're texting me on. If you have the number to text me, you can fucking call me. He goes, oh, yeah, this is the number. Well, no shit, dumbass. I go, what fucking Nevada math are you on? And he literally said this to me. And I'm like, the next time I saw him, when he walked up, I'm shaking my hand going, I don't trust you to do shit. You measure stuff for a living. You can't figure out that the same number you text somebody on is the number you call on. And then I had to question Ben. I go, what fucking, stuff was he hopped up on when he said, you can just imagine Ben in the corner of the room going, no, Duke's the guy. No, he's all past that. Common Core math is his thing, man. You just got to just trust him. Because that had to be how you recommended this dude. Nevada math is now in my head forever just because of Duke.
Well, his name is Duke. He is the Duke. He's kind of like the dude.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a lot like the dude.
Kind of like the Big Lebowski. A little bit like the Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't doubt it at all because, he looks for those marker pins. He's going, you got to yell at him and say, hey, those marker pins really tied the property together, did they not? And then I think he focuses.
That's exactly what happens.
Somebody's saying, is this the state you're moving to?
Yeah, these are the people that I'm surrounding myself with, calling them the A-team. The only one who makes sense so far is Christine, and I'm not even sure if she makes sense because she was late and driving a cop car to the property. It scared the shit out of me. Just got to be honest.
What about the Sun Valley Fox? I mean, that's everything right there.
Yeah, that was the reason you were moving here.
What?
I thought you were the reason he's moving here.
No.
To be closer to the Sun Valley Fox.
No, because I'm leaving if he moves here.
Oh.
Yeah, and the only reason I was moving
chase me
is because my wife is his sister. My wife says, we're moving near my brother. You're not getting any more badonkadonk. You're never getting badonkadonk again. I'm cutting you off. I was a little upset because I didn't even know she knew where I was getting it. And then to cut it off too, that was something. So I had to go. I got to move. I can't risk that. That's the stakes are too high there. So here we are in Nevada, ladies and gentlemen, just so I don't get my supply of badonkadonk cut off. Because I take that shit very seriously. Very seriously. So, yeah, that's how our meeting went today. Brian is a great guy. He seems like a wonderful guy. I will tell you that we had a very productive meeting. Sun Valley Fox was out there. I think we covered everything in the right order. Everybody got on the same page, which was blame Duke, which I think that's all good when you can blame the guy who's not there. I think this is a very Gen X thing to do. Even at work, when something goes wrong, you look around, whoever's not there, that fucker did it. So we're going to have to get with Duke and say, get your shit together. And now, Ben, if you got this, if you can just tell him and he does it, I'm okay with that.
That's going to be the first approach. We're gonna just tell him, get your shit together, Duke, because it's all your fault.
Yeah,
it's all your fault.
Start with that, and we'll
go from
took
there. Full responsibility for it anyway. So
yeah, whether you wanted to or not. Yeah. So I did the only waves, and let's not tell Duke this, but the only waves that are going to reverberate because of this is when he actually does what you tell him and he gets the thing done. All the other people that have been waiting in line before me are going to get pissed, and they're all going to know because of Brian. They're all going to know, it's like, well, he got his shit done. And Brian's the type of guy, strikes me as the type of guy, be like, you need to be a little more like the general. And look, whatever he did got his ass moving. So, why don't you go grab him by the neck? So you can have 7 guys down there grabbing him by the neck, pulling him apart out in the parking lot. He's going, what the fuck is going on here? And I really won't care because once my part's done, we can move on. That's between him and his other clients.
The camera zoomed in. So have Christine, can you go like this to that camera? See if it moves in.
Let's see if it moves. Oh, she did it. Look at that.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Magic.
No, that's witch power. We got to be careful about that. You're going to witch at the table. Christine, if I've done anything to offend you, I do apologize. I want to start right now. I don't want to have any issues with you at all.
That explains a lot of my life all of a sudden.
Doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I walked in on Christine doing something she shouldn't be doing, and I promised to not say anything, but now that she's a witch, I just got to out her. She has a fucking voodoo doll of you, dude. So when the pin goes in and when you're in Vegas doing something, ow, motherfucker, that's her. Just letting you know. And she's very good at it too. It's a very lifelike doll, just telling you. I mean, not down to genitalia, I'm sure, but the rest of it's very lifelike.
Does it look like Woody from the Toy Story?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah.
Speaking of that, I caught my wife in a lie today. We were at breakfast, and she was not having a good time. She was hurting. She was sore. She didn't get much sleep. And she's telling me things like, well, I can sleep in the truck on the way to Dayton, and then after my thing, I can go to my brother's house and catch a nap before the show, and blah, 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 trying to do her stuff there. And I know this is how I know she fucking bamboozled me. Because I've heard her tell her friends, and I've heard her tell Gen X Talk, she says, whenever I want him to do something, my husband, I just have to make him think it's his idea. And then things move along. And I got to get rid of that picture of Brian. That's irritating the shit out of me. Okay. All right. So there's my wife doing that stuff. And today she was bitching and bitching and bitching all through breakfast. And I finally said, okay, look, just go back to the room. Go back upstairs, crash out, and I'll go do all this stuff, and we'll catch up after your appointment later. So you got 2 or 3 hours by yourself. And then as I'm driving away today, I'm realizing another conversation we had earlier. As we're walking from the hotel room to breakfast, she goes, there are a lot of cowboys here. And I said, yeah. She goes, no, I mean, wow, there's a lot of cowboys here. And then she made some off-color comment about riding a cowboy. And I'm like, I didn't think much of it. She's just in passing. She's just Gen X. She's just saying shit. Until she convinced me it was my idea to leave her at the hotel for 3 hours and me drive out into the desert. And I didn't catch on to that till like half the day had gone by. I'm like, God damn it. And word for word, this is exactly how it happened. Were you not, don't lie to the jury, were you not making comments about cowboys all morning?
Yes, I was.
Did you make an off-colored comment about riding a cowboy?
Yes, I did.
Did you not convince me to tell you to stay back at the hotel?
I convinced you, yes.
Okay. I'm not happy right now. You are this close to divorce.
Okay.
Wow, that went up.
Which is another thing. I was mad today, and I said, St. Donna was sitting right there in that chair, and I said, I was pissed, and I go, you are this close to divorce. And Donna leans in and goes, well, you got a long way to go. There's a lot more to go. Don't worry about that. Keep going. You got from here all the way down. Yeah, go ahead. And I was like, oh, it's women.
Chicks, man.
Yeah.
Chicks.
Reminds me of.
I'm reminded of one of the greatest philosophers of the 20th century, Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across a crowded bar one evening and said the immortal words,
Chicks, man.
Chicks, man. Chicks. No truer statement has ever been said about you girls. And here's to top it all off, to top off my day. The meeting went great, but now we're under pressure. Because we got a Zoom call, which we talked about with the intern. We got to get back here and set up. We got all sorts of gear. We got new lights, so everything looks good for you fine feathered friends out there in the audience. And I go to get in my truck, and it won't start. And I got a brand new truck. A little push button fucking thing, didn't go. Put my foot on the brake, doesn't go. And then I realized the valet didn't give me my key. Now, when your truck is running and you have one of the fobs, you're good until you shut it off. And then that key, that fob needs to be pretty fucking close. And I started looking for it, and I realized the valet didn't give me the fucking key. And here I am, out in Dayton. The key is back at GSR in Reno, and I'm about losing my shit. I'm fucking going sideways. And now, these two are just laughing under their breath. Like, well, you're fucked.
No, we were laughing out loud.
Our keys
And
work.
guess where the extra key was? In my purse at the hotel.
Yeah. So I tell her, she's like, well, I'm just getting up. I got to go to my appointment. St. Donna's going to come. I'm screaming, get the fucking key. Go down, find that asshole, and get my $10 tip back. That fucker does not deserve a $10 tip. Fuck that guy. Get my key and my money. So she sends me a picture of the 2 keys. I said, thank you, but you could have just called me and told me.
Just to let you know I got them.
So she goes to her appointment. You're going to appreciate this one, Ben. She goes to her appointment. St. Donna picks her up from the appointment, and they're driving out to the property. Sun Valley Fox and I came here. We got it. We transferred all the gear, and we're trying to set up and get going and drinking a little bit. And so she gets done with her appointment. She's got to go to the property. But now I realize we don't have any headphones. We didn't pack any. So I'm trying to call her and go, please go by Best Buy and pick up some headphones. Please go by. 13 phone calls. She won't answer a phone call or a text. So now I'm mad. And I texted her this. And I said, you're not answering the phone. You're not answering your text. I'm going to give you some simple instructions. When you pick up the truck, drive straight to Best Buy in Carson City. Call me when you get to the parking lot. I will give you the 2 things I need you to pick up. You can walk inside and get them. I was trying to do the curbside pickup shit, but she wasn't picking up her phone, so I said, fuck it, she's just going to go. And then I wrote again, don't fucking call me until you're in the parking lot. Don't fucking call me. And I set the phone down, and Fox and I are looking at each other, and I said, she's going to call. She's going to call right as soon as she's out of Donna's vehicle. She's at the property. She's going to call and go, so what's going on? And I'm going to fucking snap out and go, are you already? And she did. She calls, and I'm like, God damn it. The first thing I said to her, are you in the Best Buy parking lot? No. She goes, no. I said, didn't I tell you don't fucking call me until you're there? Yep. And I said, and I'm pissed because you're not calling when you're supposed to. You're not answering the phone. So I gave you some instructions. She goes, so what's going on? And I looked at the Fox. I go, exactly what I fucking told you was going to. Disregards everything I said, even though this was her fault for not answering the phone for half an hour. And then just calls in. It says in your phone, don't call me. And she calls me. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
No, I just did what I wanted to do.
I don't think you can argue with that.
No.
You could, but it's not going to work. You know why?
Tell me.
No. Badonkadonk. Is that any clearer?
No, it can't get any clearer than that. I'm just telling you that this is how my day went today. Everything just compounded about stuff.
It's the end of the day. It's almost over.
All because there were a lot of cowboys.
All because of cowboys.
Yeah. All because there's a lot of
damn Wrangler butts.
Whoa.
As she pours you a drink.
As she,
As I pour you a drink.
Keep drinking, big boy.
Do you see what's going on here? Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the joke, the story when she came back from Texas one time? She went to visit her daughter. She got all pissy one time, so she breaks up with me because then she can do what she wants during the breakup. And she goes, "I'm going to Texas. I'm seeing our daughter." I said, "I don't give a shit." She goes, "So we're broke up." So she tells her friends, she goes, "I'm going to go to Texas. And while I'm there, I'm going to eat a big old Texas steak."
Is that what happened?
No. And then she says, "I'm going to find me a cowboy, and I'm going to have sex with a real cowboy while I'm there." So she comes back, and by the time she comes back, I've heard all of this. And I said, "So did you go there? Did you have your steak? Yeah. Did you visit Texas? Yeah. Did you see everything? Yeah. And did you have sex with the cowboy?" She goes, "Nope." And I said, "Why not? What stopped you?" She goes, "They carry their condoms in their back pocket, and they're this big around." And I was like,
full of
"Oh."
shit. You just put me in a big huge lie. It's a story, sort of.
It's a story.
I'm just telling you.
He's so full of shit.
That's pretty good. That was a good one, right?
Pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So that.
Oh my God, I just got thrown under the bus.
And then I put it in reverse. All right. I think we should get back to the program now. We actually, there's a little side
They're
note
all
there.
like sitting around the table watching us have a conversation.
And I can't tell what they're doing. I think half the audience is sitting around there going, "God damn, that guy's fucking great." And the other half is going, "Don't you ever say something about her again. She's wonderful. Don't you pick someone else. You don't pick her."
Raven said she's going to Texas. That's what she said.
All right, so let's get back to the program. Gen X Mom, we got the number on the screen. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That is so funny when she does it. It's so perfect. It's right at her hand level there. Okay, so call the number on your screen, 805-460-5603. We're going to give you a written question first. If you can get through that one. Then
Written? They have to write it down? You said a written question.
It is a written question. I didn't say it was a written answer.
Oh.
My God. Who do you got? There we go. Let me know when you got it. You got it? All right. Caller, who are you and where are you calling from?
Bob McKinley.
Bob McKinley.
Hi, Bob. Sun Valley Fox.
Bob,
how are you doing?
Sun Valley Fox is on here talking to you.
Do what?
The Sun Valley Fox was telling you hello personally, Bob.
I said, "Hello, Sun Valley Fox. How are you doing?"
Good. How are you?
Hey, you want to give
I'm
Bob
doing just fine.
You want to give Bob the good news?
Okay.
What one?
You don't even know.
I don't know.
Sun Valley Fox made a man decision today. He went against the grain of his wife. He tore up the contract of marriage. He stood his ground. He chose that this was going to be a hill he dies on. And he has decided to be in the go-kart races in Las Vegas against Bob McKinley. He's going to race against Bob. We're going to put Bob right in the, we're going to wedge him back into one of those cars with his oxygen tank, who the first time I told, I said, Bob McKinley will race you, put his oxygen tank right in there. Sun Valley Fox goes, what if he cheats? What if it's nitrous? And I said, I don't know. I mean, he could. Bob could do that. I don't know. So, Bob, he wants to race you, buddy.
Hey, I'd give anything to race the old boy.
There you go. Telling you.
Thanks, Bob.
All right, so Bob, we're going to give you a question from the 80s. If you can answer it on your own, then you get 2 chances to go through the audio portion. You can have a backup person helping you out there. So we'll give you the first one first and see how you do. These are a little bit tough, man. These are not super easy, I got to tell you.
I'm ready.
All right, let's look for one here. Oh, you know what? We never answered the one when Bo fucked up. Do you guys know what the theme song to Golden Girls was? Did anybody know?
Thank you for being.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Traveling down the road and back
There
again.
you go. I thought everybody would get that, and like nobody did, especially Bo. Bo was like, I don't fucking know. I don't watch that shit. God damn it. All right.
He knew the Bud Light commercial.
I still don't know what he means.
Of course he did.
He goes, my coach called me Lazy Spud, but I grew into the name. And I'm like, he grew out of the lazy part, but grew into the Spud part. I don't know. I'm going to have to.
He emailed, by the way.
Oh, did he? Good.
He figured it out.
That's great. All right. I'm going to throw you a softball one here. And Bob, if you miss this one, I may have to see you in Vegas and remove a corner of your Gen X card. I won't take the whole thing, but we may have to remove a corner of it. Are you ready? Okay. I gotta wait for Bob to quit laughing. He's laughing. I think I'm ready. All right. Which movie in 1987 was famous for the line, "Nobody puts baby in a corner"?
Dirty Dancing.
Well, look at everybody everybody at the table on table cam like, oh my God, a scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. My God, I can't help it. It was just one of the questions on here. All right. Well, good. Now, when I try to stump you guys, you're going to be pissed about that too. Not everything can be right down the middle of the road, guys. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, which ain't much. Hey, Bob, you get to pick a lifeline now. You get to pick a dancing partner. Who are you going to have backing you up on this next one?
Oh, my older brother there, Sun Valley Fox.
Sun Valley Fox.
Thanks, Bob.
Should have picked Tainted Love for these 2 guys, but I didn't. All right. All right. Dum. Let's see. Move over to here. Go to Bank C. Dum. Let's see. We did Corinthian leather. Okay.
Flintstones.
Yabba dabba doo.
I haven't even.
Oh,
stop.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, Bob.
I thought we were just doing.
And then Bob just yells Buck Rogers. He's like, fuck it, everyone's guessing. I'll throw something out there.
You won, Bob.
He did.
All right, let's go. What's the next one?
Yeah, bring it on.
Oh my God, there's something wrong with every single one of you. All right, Bob, I'm going to play the intro to a TV show from the 80s. See if you know what it is. If you don't, we'll see if the Sun Valley Fox can bail you out. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. And
Silent Night.
It's supposed to be fucking playing. Play the fucking.
Oh, holy night.
There you go. You got it, Bob. That's a double
What
winner.
the fuck is going on with this thing?
Broadcast professional.
I'm working the fucking buttons like I'm supposed to.
The Christmas lights just came on. What was that?
To drive Cordova.
Okay, hold on.
To drive it is to experience the pleasure. Cordova.
Now the dog's gonna howl.
Montalban.
Yeah, that's working.
What's going on over there?
I can't fucking shut the thing off.
He's a DJ now.
I thought he was DJing for a second there.
I'm trying to shut the fucking thing off. One won't play and the other one won't stop.
Bob, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
You wanted to call it.
Oh my! There we go.
Oh, okay.
I hate this tune. I don't like it at all.
Can we go to the next one?
No.
I can hear it too.
Okay.
I can't help.
All right. Bob, what do you think? What TV show was that in the 80s?
I don't know. There's too many drugs involved.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, with you meant. I thought he meant the producers of the show. Yeah, there was a lot
of producers of the show and me.
Sun Valley Fox, you get one chance to bail out your buddy Bob. If you can't get it right, I got to cut him loose.
I think, Bob, you and I are going down.
Hey, that's all right.
St. Elsewhere?
No, it was not St. Elsewhere. That was Christine. Do you know?
I think Perfect Strangers.
No. Ben, what's your thought there?
I don't have a horse in this race.
What about Alf? Alf. Remember that stupid
alien life form.
Cat-eating, long-nosed Alf? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Alf, but I don't remember that being.
A lot of people were messed up on this.
Well, I
They
think-
said Baywatch, Perfect Strangers, Full House.
Now, Baywatch I could have seen. They had a little bit of the rhythm in there, but I was thinking the long-nosed cat eater, not Pamela Anderson, so no.
She was a cat eater? What?
There's a couple.
There
There was a couple stolen videos that her and Tommy Lee saying,
Wow, that took a wrong turn.
not that there's anything wrong with that, as Seinfeld would say. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay.
Oh my God.
From the Sun Valley Fox to your front door, I got to tell you.
boy.
Hey, Bob, we got to say goodbye. Thank you for playing, buddy. Thank you for calling in.
Good to see you. Good to hear you, Bob. Good to hear you.
Bye.
All right.
All right. And Bob's gone. There's your buddy. Hey, you just let your buddy down there.
I know. I told him I did right up front.
Oh yeah, you told him you're gonna. No disappointing, no disappointing news there. All right, what do we got next? 805-460-5603. We'll start with the question. It's so funny. It fits perfectly when she does that. All right, who do we got here? And caller, who are we talking to?
This is Kevin Grimes.
Kevin Grimes, my man, longtime listener, supporter, friend of the family, friend of the program. Kevin, I'm going to give you a question, but you're on your own with this one, okay?
Sure.
I see some of these questions are so dumb. I was going to tell you before, we didn't have time before, I was going to talk to you, Ben, about there's 100 questions in here. And they write these things like a paragraph that are supposed to be confusing and confounding. But if there's a paragraph of a question and it's talking about an Italian plumber throwing barrels at a monkey, I think we all know it's Donkey Kong. I really don't care how you dress it up. It just doesn't matter. And they dress these like, ooh, they complicate it, and then, God damn, at the end of it. All right.
You need to write them a letter and tell them that they got the question fucked up because the monkey was throwing barrels at him.
Yeah, strongly worded letter. Strongly worded letter.
Absolutely.
All right. What song by Freddie Mercury was used as the theme for the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles? You fuckers are going to, because I tripped up. You know how many shots of whiskey I've had? You're lucky I'm fucking not speaking Farsi.
What is Farsi?
What was that? I don't think I know that language.
Okay, Bob, it doesn't matter about the language. Stick to the question.
Kevin. It's Kevin, not Bob. You're slow.
Kevin.
Thanks, SVF.
Kevin, goddamn it.
Hi, Kevin. It'll be my show pretty good. Pretty soon. SVF.
Your show pretty good. You're fucking it up too, and you haven't been drinking as much.
Because I'm watching you.
I do rub off on people in a negative way.
You got to rub me, okay?
I said I rub off on people.
Oh,
I didn't say I was trying to rub you off. For Christ's sake.
This is a family show.
It was.
When did it start to be a family?
It's up until Gen X Gen X mom, your queen says this is now Gen X Talks After Dark. So
it's been dark for 4 hours.
It was dark in my mind all the time. All right, Kevin, did you understand the question?
He hung up.
I want to say we are the champions.
Oh, we have to negate this whole question because he didn't pick a backup.
You said he was on his own.
Yeah, it was his first one.
Oh, yeah, because he is on his own. Yeah, what the fuck, man? Don't try to... You're trying to trick me.
Okay, he won. On to the next one.
How do you mean he won? He got the wrong answer.
No, it's right.
It's just full confidence. We're good. Just keep going. The song was Radio Gaga.
I love that song.
That's what I said.
I heard that, Kevin. You're right.
He said we're the champions.
No, he meant.
And aren't those by Queen?
Freddie Mercury is the lead singer of Queen.
I know, but he also was a solo artist at one time, so that question was very...
When was Freddie Mercury ever a solo artist?
He was for a short amount of time.
When?
Short amount of time.
5 minutes before he died? What are you talking about?
Well, kind of, yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? These are two people that are basing that story off the movie they saw.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a documentary.
I know.
It's just a...
Yeah, neither one of them look like they're old enough to have been around when we were.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. For that fact alone, Kevin, I'm going to give you another question. All right. You're still on your own, but you're going to have another question. Dum. All right.
Such is life.
This is choices in life, people. I'm actually 60.
You look good for 60.
You look really good for 60.
So,
Whatever.
So if you make the right choices in life, people.
Yeah, you could.
Like this.
You could look like Ben.
We could go on a podcast then.
We could.
Making the right choices.
See?
Making the right choices with Ben Matlock.
After
Never lost a case. All right.
I think that's what my screen name is. Yeah.
Check your license. Got to be sure. Like, this is the look down Darby moment all over again. No one remembers that one but me. All right.
Yeah.
The Green.
You and a horse, huh?
Yeah. The Green River Killer. What was his name?
I gotta say that one would be the Sun Valley Fox.
No, I wasn't there, Kevin. I really wasn't there. Honest,
Allegedly. The Green River Killer. Okay, well now it calls into question if that's really who it was, because I thought we solved that problem. The guy's actually in jail for it. So was he a patsy?
I think he was.
All right. I'm not giving this to Kevin, but does anybody know the name of the Green River Killer? It was pretty famous for a long time. St. Donna?
Al Capone?
No, not Al Capone.
Okay.
St. Donna, do you know? Who was the Green River Killer? Yes, she got it. That's right, Gary Ridgway. Yeah, we went out a couple times. She said, "It's Gary, you fucking asshole, Gary." She knows him as Gary, but Gary Ridgway is his real name. That's right. So, hey, Kevin, I got to hang up on you because you didn't get it. But St. Donna can't bail you out. She just bailed out the program. She was bailing out the show.
That, you know what? I'm good with that.
Thank you for calling in, buddy, and we'll see you next time we do a live thing, and you can make your way out here.
Right on, brother.
See you then. Thanks, man.
Take care.
All right. So we can't seem to get back to the dancing and listening part of the program. We're giving it a shot. We got to wait for another phone call, but my secretary is missing. 805-460-5603 for your dancing and listening pleasure. Please give a call to the number above Christine right now. And oh my God, I'm going to answer this, and then St. Donna's going to be pissed. We'll do it anyway. Hey, caller, what's your name and where are you calling in from?
It's Graham from Alberta.
This is the spy from Canada. This is Gen X Mom's cohort. They're they're doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. These two are in. Do you know what? They pretty soon the Gen X Mom and Graham Gordon are both going to have pictures up in the post office for the shit they pull, the mail fraud they pull. It's going to happen. They're going to be pictured up there.
She works for the CIA. She just hasn't told you yet. Otherwise, she'd kill you.
Yeah, she'd have to kill me. All right, Graham. Now you're from Canada, so I'm going to make this as American as possible, hoping you fail. Do you understand?
No.
Wow. I'm surprised he called back.
Yeah. With this kind of treatment, what the fuck is going on around here?
So back when you were asking me these junk questions like soccer and whatever else, it was Montreal Canadiens for both the 86 Cup and the ones that have won the most cups.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I've got cups in my cupboard. Did you want one? What's a cup?
Stanley Cup.
Who's Stanley?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Moving
I know.
on.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to be. Look, man, I'm as hardcore '80s American as they get. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Stanley's got a cup. Good for Stanley. General got a cup too. Ben got a cup. Sun Valley Fox got a cup. Everybody's good with a cup. So tell Stanley to move on, and we'll keep going here. Okay, so I'm going to give you a song, and you're going to tell me the name of. Let's see. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the name of a singer. And I'm not going to read this fucking. Here goes another paragraph on here. All right. What song was released on behalf of John Lennon after he died went to number 1? Well, in America. I'm assuming you guys keep track of those things too in Canada.
Hey.
There's some sort of snow chart up there.
Hey.
Shoot, I can't. I remember a little bit about the song, but it would have been Paul McCartney that would have released it.
Really? Wouldn't have been his son or Yoko Ono? No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I don't know Paul McCartney that well, so you could be right.
No, John Lennon, wasn't it? Wasn't the question?
John, fuck, man.
What page are you on? 4?
I don't know, but we're on the same page.
Oh,
Whatever
sorry.
page we're on the same page.
7.
You wonder
It
if
would
every,
have been whoever had the rights to the music, and I think that was like either Paul McCartney or like Apple Records or something like that. I don't know.
Whoever had the rights to the song, Graham, you need to tell me the name of the song, buddy.
Oh man.
He's reading the comments right now. Because there's dudes out there that got this on lock. They know.
Shoot, I can't remember. I cannot remember.
All right. Anybody
I'm
at the
sorry.
table know? Anybody? You guys got this one? Sun Valley Fox, do you remember? You know, wait, hold on. Where's Gen X Mom? Gen X Mom, what song am I talking about? Imagine.
Yes.
Imagine all the people.
You
That's
got
right.
it right.
Yeah.
He didn't get it right. He didn't even
didn't say
guess.
anything.
He didn't say anything.
It was
Not
yes.
right. There was another song that was released after, like in about the 90s or late 90s.
Did he just say a boot?
He did. He's in Canada.
He said a boot. He said a boot. There's a song that was released that it beat the 90s, eh? But if they answer pleasantly, they say A at the end, then they're friendly. We're good. You know, they didn't. That's why they never send real Canadians into battle, because you can't go, put your hands up, eh? Because no one will take them seriously. I'm going to kill you, eh? Are you sure? Because you sound like you're still making up your mind. I'm just saying that's what I get out of that. He didn't answer. I don't care if it was Graham. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the 90s song or not. You didn't answer, buddy. Either way.
He got the answer, right?
Free as a Bird. There we go. Free as a Bird was released after he died.
I don't even know that song. What song is he talking about?
That was released after he died, but Imagine was the one.
The big one, yeah.
Big one.
And that's the one that's written down on my chart here. So we're gonna go with the chart and the graph versus Graham
That's what
Gordon's
everybody
memory.
remembers.
Yeah, Graham, I gotta hang up, buddy, and you tell all of your icebound hockey friends that they parked outside, eh?
Hey.
Okay. Have a good night.
Thank
Love
you.
guys.
You too,
Love you
Graham.
too, man.
Good to see you.
That was an inside joke, because the Bob and Doug McKenzie album, Great White North, they were drunk through the album, and he goes, "Hey, do you know where you parked?" He goes, "Yeah, outside." That's all he remembered. So that was a Canadian inside joke. Graham got it. All right, so we're gonna take the next caller. And who's calling in? No calls, no calls. The number is above Christine's head, 805-460-5603. Caller, what is your name and where are you calling from? Are you on speakerphone? Because I can't hear you.
Shoeless.
Yeah, Shoeless. He's still on speakerphone. He's yelling from across the room. Shoeless, you there, buddy?
No, I'm not on speakerphone.
Oh, okay. Just sent you're a little clearer now, but it wasn't. All right. So, Shoeless, I got to ask you something. Did you run into Haywood Nelson recently? You got to turn down your TV in the background. I'm getting some feedback from you, Shoeless.
It's muted.
There we go. Now I can hear you better. Did you run into Haywood Nelson recently?
No, why?
I'll tell you why. Thank you for asking. Got a little story that goes along. Sun Valley Fax drops his head. Oh, please don't tell another story. Well, I got a drink.
How long is that going to take?
Not long.
Give me a story.
Yeah, see, Shoeless wants the story, so Shoeless is my man. All right, so then fine. I'll tell Ben and Christine. Haywood Nelson played Dwayne on the TV series What's Happening and What's Happening Now. And he's been doing tours with the military back east. And they do pictures and autographs and stuff. And the military contracted them and some other stars from different things. They're doing it as a group of them from back in the day. And they're having a good time doing it, but they're doing it nonstop. Every day is a new base. And So I've left him alone. We talk on the phone, but I didn't want to bother him when he's super busy like that. So he calls me as we're driving up here the other day. And I'm like, what's going on? You're busy. He goes, yeah, I just want you to know that as I'm standing here and people come up and, hey, you're Haywood, you're Dwayne, from What's Happening. Can I get a picture? Can I get another? I said, yeah, I know how it works, man. I stood in line too. I got your picture. I got your autograph. He goes, yeah, well, this is like the 5th time today someone's come up and said, hey, aren't you friends with Gen X Talks? He goes, yeah, or they're friends of mine. They could be my friends. He's, no. The general always talks about, I got a little sidekick. I got a little buddy, Haywood. And he goes, yeah, that's me. Hey, can I get a picture? He goes, yeah, you can get a picture. But, so he had to call me and go, dude, seriously? He goes, this is my time right now. I don't need to be this about you. This needs to be about me. And Gen X Mom thought Shoeless because he was, where was he? What base was he at? Norfolk, Virginia. He was in Norfolk. And he thought
he was at Oceana.
Oh, Oceana? So I thought maybe that, Shoeless had been close enough. Shoeless would have been one of those guys who might say something like that. Walk up to Haywood and be cool for Gen X Talks. That's what Gen X Mom thought. She goes, it's probably Shoeless that did that. But, 4 or 5 people you don't know. But she was kind of banking on one of them being you, my friend.
Nope, that's the lower Chesapeake. I'm on the upper Chesapeake.
Is that like being on the wrong side of the Mississippi? Because we learned from Bo earlier, there's a right and wrong side to the Mississippi.
Oh, it depends who you're asking.
I guess. Well, Bo was very clear. There's a bunch of bullshit on the other side of that river. I'm not sure even which side he was on, but there's definitely bullshit when you're on the other side. So
nobody knows.
Honestly, I think both sides are. I think both sides are okay. It's in the middle in the D.C. area. It's a bunch of bullshit.
I'd go for that. I'd second that. I'd drink to that if I had a drink in my hand. All right, you ready to get on with the game? I've stalled long enough. Are you ready to go, my friend?
Let's roll.
All right, I'm going to give you a question right now. You can't get any help. You got to do the best you can. And if you get it right, we'll move on to the listening section where you can choose a dance partner to go with you. All right. Name the hip-hop group whose 1986 album was called License to Ill.
Oh, that's Beastie Boys.
That is correct. Beastie Boys is right. I don't know how to hit the applause button, Nick. I'm always late on that. Would have been nice if I'd have had that shit at the ready where I could just do that shit and be normal about it. There we go. Nice. Look at that. Shoeless one got that right. Beastie Boys pulled that one squarely out of his ass at the last second. With 1 second to spare, 1 dot on the clock, he got it right. Good job, Shoeless. All right, so there we go. Bump, bump, bump. Now, before we do the dancing and listening pleasure of the program, you have to pick someone to help you. You can pick Gen X Mom, even though she's not on camera. She can waddle back over here and put his headset on. You can pick Ben Matlock, never lost a case, or Christine, or the Sun Valley Fox. Whoever you'd like to have help you. Wake up!
Have her put her headphones back on.
All right, what's that?
Have her put her headphones back on.
Oh, Gen X Mom, he said have her put her headphones back on. He's calling for you right now. You got to rise to the occasion. Put the face paint on, get your jock strap in order, and let's go.
She's got a jock strap?
Don't question me.
That's my brother?
We're part of the Clinton administration. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, that was when I got out of the military.
All right, I have a TV show that I want you both to listen to. And Shoeless, you get to go first. If you can't get it, we'll give Gen X Mom a shot at it and see if she can figure it out. And if everything works correctly, listen up right now.
Dr. David Banner, physician, scientist, searching for a way to tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have. Then
Incredible
an accidental overdose of...
Do you want to listen to the whole thing? You just want to start shouting answers?
I don't need it.
And now when...
All right. I want the...
Here's her David Banner, the Incredible Hulk.
He got it. Yeah, he was shouting out answers like when the first... Gen X Mom, do you concur?
Yes, I concur.
Oh, my God.
David Banner was a giveaway.
For you too, huh?
Yes.
God, I should have cut that part out. I didn't think that would be...
That was a giveaway.
All right. Okay, so we're moving on to round 2, but you can't pick Gen X Mom this time. Shoeless, who do you pick to help you out? Who's backing you up now?
I'll go with experience and age.
'Cause I want to be...
I want to be... 'Cause 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 I want to be... '
We don't have anybody at that at this table that has that. Sorry.
Ben Madlock.
Okay, let's go with the age.
Okay, so strictly based on age then. He goes, that's you.
Who's you?
You're pointing. No, not Hugh. You.
Oh, you.
You.
Oh my gosh.
This night can't end fast enough. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to play something else for you for your dancing and listening pleasure, and you need to try to figure it out. And let's see, we can find a good one here for you. Okay. This is a tough one, and I have to cut it off a little soon because it says the name. The only reason I'm even including this is I didn't know it at all. I wouldn't have got. I was passing it, and I was playing it today, getting ready to decide: do I record this or do I not? Saint Donna got it, like on the fly, and I'm like, all right, if she got it, then maybe someone else has a chance.
Can I pick her?
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You can't. You've already picked. You can't pick. No. And she was when I changed my vote. All right, let's see what you got on this one. I'm going to cut it off early. You only get a few seconds, but let's see what you figure out. Here we go. Shoeless, what do you got?
I have no clue.
Sun Valley Fox, you got to dig deep.
I got to hear a little bit more.
No, that was you'll hear the words. I'm not playing anymore.
Jeez, wow.
That was it, man.
Can't older people have a little bit more?
Not a chance. Not a goddamn chance.
Okay.
Oh, we're supposed to respect our elders.
After the day we've had today, no. We're not. I'm going to put you out of your misery quick.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
All right.
I don't have a clue. Should we get St. Donna?
If you want to bring her over and let her listen in, then I'll let you listen in.
Okay.
St. Donna got to come over and listen, though. She got to put the headphones on, and I'll play it again.
Yeah. Well, she's starting to dance already. She heard it.
She couldn't have heard. Oh, she heard it on the phone.
Yeah.
St. Donna, do you think you know what that was?
Yeah. What'd you say it was? You heard it from back there? A Soul Train.
Yeah, I guess she got it right. She did get it right on the fly. She got it right in the kitchen today when I was playing it. She wasn't even looking. She goes, "That's Soul Train." I'm like, whoa. I mean, a couple of beats in, and she knew what it was.
Was one of the dancers on there.
Well, it does explain why you married her. Yeah, that's great. That's like top notch, man. That's something. All right. So, but unfortunately, she wasn't allowed to help.
Wow.
So our man Shoeless is going to get cut off at the knees right now.
Well, isn't there a connection between the Sun Valley Fox and St. Donna? So
Yeah, I'm with Sun Valley Fox.
See, he's right.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
And she wasn't an option in the beginning, so he didn't even get a chance to pick her.
She's still not an option.
I know.
Are you listening to the rules?
I'm quoting the rules. What the fuck is going on at this table? I've lost control of this table completely right now. I got to tell you.
What do you mean completely?
The golden rule.
Yes.
The one who has the gold makes the rules?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right. Let me go. I'll do one more. All right. This one, you got to pick between Ben or Christine to help you out here. Shoeless, what do you want?
Ben, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take Christine. She looks prettier than you.
Do not be sorry about that. It's a wise choice.
I'm not casting aspersions here, but nobody has picked Ben all night. Not one person has said, "Oh, Ben's my guy. Let's go, Ben."
Because I lost one case.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
You were good with everybody until you lost that case to your wife. Now you dropped down a notch. All right.
He always he was on top, and she beat him, so she's the top one now.
That makes sense to me. All right. I'm going to give you one. I'm going to give you the beginning of a song from the 80s. And Shoeless, you got to go first, see what you get. If you can't, we'll see if Christine can back you up. You ready?
Yep.
Here you go. Shoeless, what do you got, buddy? What do you think?
You know what? I could probably sing the whole song while I was playing, but I can't. I don't know the name.
Wow. You're going to have to punt now, Christine. It's on you. Can you save this relic from the past? Can you bring him to victory?
I think I can.
Feel good.
Is Walking on Sunshine?
Walking on Sunshine.
By who?
That's it.
I don't know. I'm only 25.
I'm only 12 years old. I don't know that kind of shit. Fuck off. She seemed to say. All right. Well, you did get that right. You bailed them out. Shoeless, you got to send an email to GenXMom at GenXTalks.com. We'll get something coming your way, buddy.
All right. I thank you, Captain.
No problem. Well, I got demoted. He called me captain.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, General. I'm sorry, General.
Holy Santa Claus shit. Never mind. Don't fucking email anybody. You ain't getting dick. You just took my stars away. Gave me stripes. What did I do to deserve that? I'm fucking helping out of here.
Where do you want to start?
You got a list for me? All right, Shoeless, make sure you give Gen X Mom an email and we'll take care of you.
Okie dokie. Have a good one.
All right, man.
You too, Shoeless.
All right. We'll do one more, and then we're going to call it a night. One more caller. We'll call Ben. I don't think anybody's going to pick you, buddy.
I'm all right with that. That's good.
All right, the next caller at 805-460-5603. Let's see where we end up. And I would like to say that there are. Oh shit! I'm going to take this call. All right, I have taken this call, but she is muted right now. She cannot speak just yet, but she's on the phone. Don't hang up, caller. I got you on hold. Hang on a second. I would like to let everybody know that one of our next live streams from Nevada will not be from Minden, Nevada. We are doing it from Ben and Christine's house. Ben Matlock, never lost a case. We're doing it from their house. We're going to do a live stream. We'll hardline in. We'll get everything set up. We'll get the lights, the cameras, the action. We'll get a few more microphones and a few more cameras. We can switch between them. We'll even bring Briggs up where he can rotate the cameras between people as we go. That's a lot of fun to get that. It's a lot more personal. You got to have someone engineering it. It can't all be on me. I can't do it but he can. So we'll bring out the whole shebang for that one. And then, Christine, did you decide what day or what month you'd like to lose your steak challenge to Chef John?
Well, I didn't decide what day I was going to lose, but I think mid-February might be a good time.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That would be after the Las Vegas event.
Yep.
And we are going to do a live. The gauntlet has been thrown down, and there's going to be a cook-off for steaks between Christine Matlock and Chef John. Mm-hmm. We're going to fly him up there. We'll get everything worked out for places to stay and what we're doing. We'll get all the rules ahead of time. I thought of a good rule for the steak, for the meat.
Okay.
I think you should go to whatever butcher you like to use, and then you lay down both pieces of meat and let him pick the meat. That way you're going to make them both fair because you don't know which one you're going to end up with. And I think that would be a good way to start. And I learned that. I'm going to tell you that I don't listen to the Sun Valley Fox too often, but he told me a story when he was hanging out with one of his buddies, Alex, one time, and Alex had told him a story that Alexander the Great.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Back in that day. And he was telling me a story about how that works out. And so it was one of those wisdom things. And I took it to heart and used it right now. So that's a good way to do that. And the rest of the rules we don't know yet. But I got to tell you, I have tasted some of Chef John's mediocre accomplishments. And it's really good. I mean, he paid to do this job. So I'm not trying to make you nervous, but you might want to be a little nervous.
I didn't pay to do this job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know.
No one has paid you to do it yet.
No.
You haven't risen to the level of someone going, I will give you money for this.
I've been offering lots of money for my food.
Is that metaphorically speaking? Because my wife speaks in those terms too sometimes, and I get a little confused.
It's for you to figure out.
Okay. I'm going to have another drink right now.
Wow.
All right, so let's bring up our caller. Caller, who are you and where are you calling from?
I am Dragon Slayer Jade from southern Minnesota motel room right now. Actually in the car.
Well, yeah, and so you could take that. She's in transitioning. She's moving with her family from one place to another. She's waiting for a set of keys to a place. But a picture comes into mind. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Society has trained me in a very poor direction. I mean, let's be fair about this. There is a whole section on Pornhub dedicated to this very scenario.
Absolutely.
As I've been told. So hang on a second. I got to pour a drink. Hold on. Dump. Right now, my wife should be reading the sheets and filling in for me. But she's not pouring the drink. She's not filling in. She's not reading. She's over there. Not sure what she's doing. She's probably playing with the dog, which is probably more interesting than what I'm doing. Okay, so Dragon Slayer Jade, I'm going to take a drink right now. I'm going to see who at the table is drinking anything with me. Wow.
Yeah. Out.
I'm holding it up for you, Ben. I can't be any clearer about trying to share it with you. Sun Valley Fox is out because
No, I'm still here.
you're out of the drinking area.
Oh, we didn't say that. You said out.
Well, I meant drinking. You're not drinking with us.
No, I have to go to school tomorrow.
It's a school night for Sun Valley Fox.
School night.
So do I.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. What time does the bus get there?
Stop with the fucking bus.
It's the short one.
Oh, I got the shorter one.
All right, here we go. We're drinking this one to Ben, Christine, and everybody out there in radio and TV land. Let's drink one last one up, and then we'll get on to the final round of the competition. Here we go.
That was good.
That's the first time I've heard an argument over who's shorter.
Two men fighting over who's shorter.
Well, I admit it.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
You noticed I dropped it.
Yeah.
What?
I get into one of those
That's
conversations.
substance abuse.
That's substance abuse. I got into one of those conversations with my wife one time. She pulled me to the side and said, "Give me 10 inches and make it hurt." So I poked her twice and punched her in the mouth. And on we went with the show. Dragon Slayer Jade, you have a written question coming up. You don't have to write down the answer. You can if you want. All you got to do is tell me. Do you see I moved on quickly? And
Yes, you did.
You just threw an anchor in that. I'm dragging the anchor with me. Dragon, you're not phasing Dragon Slayer Jade at all. None of my stuff is going to phase her one bit. Not even a little.
Nope.
Okay. Are you ready for this one? Are you paying attention?
Trying to.
It is difficult. We can't get our shit out sideways, so it is difficult. I do believe that. All right. I do apologize for my friends because I'm wonderful. Just ask me, I'll tell you.
Wow, we're friends?
No, we're not.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Name the comedy film, Dragon Slayer Jade. Name the comedy film that featured Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd about commodity trading.
Trading places.
She didn't even hesitate. She could have made it sound like she was, well, let me think about. Boy, General, that was a great question. How very wonderful of you to ask such smart, intelligent questions. Not even a little bit. She just goes in there and makes me feel like scoop of chocolate, scoop of vanilla. Put it down. All right, Jade, you got that one right. We're going to move on to the dancing and listening portion of the program. You got to pick someone to back you up. Gen X Mom, Sun Valley Fox, Christine, or Ben Matlock. Never lost a case.
I believe I'll pick Christine.
Christine, you have been chosen.
Oh, you are the chosen one.
Now, this is the point where you remember how you sit upright and you scoot in and you pay. Remember, you get complimented on that when you're paying attention. All right, let me see what I got for you here. I got one. I know. I just got to go find it. I know exactly which one I want to do. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Dragon Slayer Jade, I'm going to play you a commercial from the early 80s. Now, if I may ask, you don't have to answer. It's impolite to ask a woman her age, but what year were you born?
81.
I thought you said age, not year. She was born.
Oh, see, I can actually do math, and when I've given the year, I can do the math, and I know the age.
Yeah, but I got an abacus, and it takes a while to figure that.
I know.
Okay,
I'm sorry, buddy. I mean, those self-help classes just aren't working out like you thought. Keep at it. Keep at it.
Self-help?
Yeah. The little self-help. How do I do an abacus?
I'm sorry.
Abacus for idiots, stuff like I get you. I'm with you, buddy.
It's dummies anyway.
Dude, I'm 43.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to play a commercial. I'm going to play it one time through. If you get it, you're on the way to round 2 of the dancing and listening pleasure. If you don't, you get one shot for the 12-year-old in the room to back you up. She keeps saying she's in her 20s. I'm like, you're barely legal, but here she is. I can't help it. She looks the way she looks. She's pretty, and we're just all stuck with it. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Dragon Slayer Jade, Christine, this is your one chance. Here we go.
Get your skis shined up, grab a the taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. It's gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth. It's gonna move you. It juices soft, it gets right to you. The taste is gonna move you.
I play it to the end because I like the end. Yeah. All right, Dragon Slayer Jade, what is your guess? What commercial were we listening to?
Juicy Fruit chewing gum.
And here we go. And again, no pause. No, it's like,
It's
oh
my
my
favorite gum.
You know, General, that was a great question. That's a tough one, General. Well done on your choice and your efforts there. None of that, just like, yeah, okay, it's juicy fruit. Scoop of chocolate, scoop, and I'll move on. Christine, did you know that one?
I did.
So you're going to get that, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Wow. She's 12 years old.
Thank
Chews a
you
lot of
for
gum.
invisible help.
For the invisible help.
It was telepathy, and we got it.
All right.
Yes, witches unite.
That's right.
All right, now you get your second round, but you can't pick Christine. And this one's going to be a tough one. You better look at the choices of Gen X Mom, Sun Valley Fox, and Ben Matlock, who's never lost a case, by the way. And you need to pick someone who can reach deep on an intellectual level. That's what I'm going to tell you. He gets all perky. Oh, that's me. Gen X Mom, Sun Valley Fox, or Big Ben Matlock, never lost a case. Jade, who do you want helping you?
I think I'll have Ben.
Wow.
He's been pretty quiet.
Yes.
Been pretty quiet up
He's
until
got a lot of
now.
knowledge. He does.
He's
I
got it
hope I
tucked
can-
away.
I hope I can live up to the standards here.
And
All right.
I like music, so.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play another commercial from the late 70s, and it's going to say in the commercial the name of the item over and over again. And when we're done, I have a different question to ask you, okay? So don't blurt anything out. Listen to the commercial all the way through, and then I'm going to ask you a question related to the commercial, and I'll explain why I'm asking it too, all right? My explanation will not only help you, but it is also designed to confuse you. So it's a double whammy. Here we go. And yes, this is something you haven't heard in 30 years.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate, coconut and munchy nuts too. Mounds got deep dark chocolate and chewy coconut. Ooh. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Dragon Slayer Jade, I want to know who made those candy bars. Who is?
Okay.
No Googling. Got to get an answer from you right
No.
now.
I believe it was the Pearson Company. Pearson, Pearson.
Sun Valley Fox, he's looking at me. He knows why
Maybe.
she's saying that because we did this earlier today. That is an incorrect answer, but we both know why you're saying that. It's so close. And the company was bought out. I think we said Hershey. Hershey bought them later in '88.
80s, yeah.
Yeah, but the original,
Okay.
this commercial, and the original one, which is in the name is in the commercial. They say it out loud. Well, Ben,
But can you play it again?
no, because now you're gonna listen. Sun Valley Fox? Did I cut out the name? I cut out the name, right?
Yeah, you did.
All right, we'll play it one more time.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Stop it. You see you looking over there.
Almond Joy's got nuts, Mounds don't. Almond Joy's got real milk chocolate.
I think Ben just wanted to hear the jingle again.
Chocolate and chewy coconut. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Someone said, well,
All right. What do you think? Who made that candy?
I was thinking the same thing that Dragon Slayer was thinking earlier, but it's no.
Wow.
I think I'm stumped on it.
St. Donna?
Oh no.
Who made Almond Joy? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Bum, bum, bum. Almond Joy's got nuts. Mounds don't.
It's my favorite candy too.
Oh, you ripped the wrapper off without reading who made the candy?
I'll give you.
I thought it said Pearson.
I'll let you know. Peter Paul.
Wow. Not Peter Pan. It's even in the commercial goes, Peter Paul makes mounds, Peter Paul makes this, and they even say it in the name. Dragon Slayer Jade. I'm sorry.
Peter Paul.
No, she said I would help her.
No, she didn't.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it.
No, she
It was a
picked
trick.
Ben.
No, she said SVF. You got it confused. Ben and SVF sound the same.
Okay, you sound like my wife. I'm always wrong. I'm always got the wrong answer, the wrong thing. I said it wrong, heard it backwards. Me. It's always me.
Okay.
Sun Valley Fox says, well, if you say so, I'd agree. We're moving on. All right, I'm going to give you one more. But you can't pick either one of these three jabronis. You almost have to pick Gen X Mom now because these three are irritating the shit out of me. All three of them.
I didn't do anything.
He did say three, didn't he?
Yeah,
he did.
Wow.
Say three.
You married him, didn't you?
It's her fault.
All right, Gen X Mom, come get your headphones on for the last one.
Oh.
It's gonna be a song, right?
I don't know. I don't know how many songs I have. Let's see here. Jade, it's going to be a song, right? Come on, man.
Keep in mind, I'm a youngin' here.
I don't know that I even have one more song in here. I don't think I do. I wasn't real strong on songs tonight. I had a lot of intros. And no, I don't think I have even one more song. I do not. We'd be playing a repeat session, and I can't do that. Let me check.
Do you want me to sing one?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I really don't. Like you have. I can't.
I could sing one, but then I'd know it.
Yeah, that's not. All right, let's see here. We're going to have to do another intro. And I'm going to have to do something that I don't think. All right. Dragon Slayer Jade, even though you're young, this was on for 13 seasons, I think. It was also in reruns for years. It was a very popular show, even after the original run was off the air. And Gen X Mom may get this one. I'm going to give her a 50-50 on this one. So, Gen X Mom, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Dragon Slayer Jade, are you prepared?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. Sun Valley Fox, I'm going to kick you in the ding-ding.
I don't have one.
Dragon Slayer Jade, did you hear enough?
I believe so.
All right, what is your guess? And you do have a backup.
I'm thinking it's seen elsewhere.
Gen X Mom, do you agree?
I concur.
Wow, look at that. She got it on her own.
Yep, that's right.
But that's not two. That's only one, right? Didn't she fuck up with Ben?
No, she had two before that.
I got juicy fruit.
Oh, yeah, you got juicy fruit. Then what do you mean, Christine, you didn't do anything?
I didn't do anything wrong to make you hate me.
Oh. Wow. Oh, that. Okay. We're going to talk about that. Then I can understand. All right. Well, Dragon Slayer Jade, you already know the email. Send something to Gen X Mom, GenXMom at GenXTalks.com. We'll get a little something coming your way. We'll send it right to the Motel 6, or maybe I'll hand deliver it if you know what I mean. It's freezing
Not
cold
twice
there.
and
Yeah, not twice. You got it's freezing cold in Minnesota. Someone needs to help keep her warm, eh?
Hey,
it's 17 degrees out. We're fine.
that's right. It's not minus.
So cold.
It's a little,
It's still above zero.
That's right.
That's the margin of error. It's like, we're still above zero. What the fuck are you crying about? As my wife used to say, oh, got a heat wave going on there. And got a little heat wave going on, eh? All right, Dragon Slayer Jade, thank you very much for playing. We appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
You're
Love
welcome,
you
dear.
guys.
Love you too. All right, that was the last caller of the night. We're done. What a fucked up start to this whole mess this was. We had issues with, okay, what's so funny in the comment section? Because I can't see it.
Someone wants me to give them bullwinkle ears or antlers. What is?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's like, when you do like this or something? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't even know what that means.
Maybe when you did this.
I just saw my name. I was like, oh, somebody's talking about me, and then that's what it said.
Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what that means.
Sorry.
So we had a fucked up start to this whole thing. We had audio problems. We had cellular problems. I mean, we had problems, lots of problems. If there was ever a show that had problems, it was called the Problem Podcast for sure. In fact, I'm going to name it that tomorrow. I'm going to rename it the Problem Podcast. Fuck.
Did we move to Brooklyn?
I don't know where we did. Was that what that was?
I guess.
So listen, thank you guys for listening in. Thank you guys for tuning in around the planet. You see the table, it's different from the last time because we had better lighting, so we could see everything going on. It didn't really change much. Ben Matlock still didn't lose a case tonight. He's still He's 10,001 because he lost one case to his wife, but I don't know if that counts. Isn't there some law that you can't lose a case to your wife? It doesn't legally count, I don't think.
I lose a lot of cases to my wife, so I don't know if that matters at all.
I don't think it does. I think there's some protection. There's a clause there where you can't
Part of
testify.
being married.
Before we go.
Okay, go ahead. Gen X Mom's got to get between the sheets, which is the place I like her the best. Go ahead.
Daniel Rice for $4.99 on YouTube says, update on the wet wood issue. Remember the guy that called in?
Oh, I got an email.
The guys replaced the wet cord of wood with a whole dry cord, and because they felt so bad, they donated 1/2 cord more.
Nice.
Good job. See, he called back, got things straightened away, which means I don't have to drive out past Merced. Thank you very much.
Jeremy Underhill, $5, having so much fun laughing to call in love shows like this. That's what he wrote.
Appreciate you. Thank you for that.
Graham Gordon, $2. $2 for Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
Nick Fisher on Facebook says, why is nobody calling on Ben Matlock? I was always told you to keep your mouth shut and consult an attorney.
Amen, brother.
That's perfect. That's absolutely.
Chris Conrad on YouTube is celebrating 25 months as a member. Dan King became a new member tonight on YouTube.
Thank you, Dan.
I said that one. Top Knots Rule gifted 5 memberships tonight.
Far out. Thank you for letting people have a shot
Vern
at that.
Ulrich on YouTube is celebrating 24 months tonight and got his blue 2.
Got his big blue 2.
And Sweets has been a member for 22 months tonight. So that's everything.
So she's closing in. So that's a cursory, evidentiary rounding of the sheets. We're missing 3 platforms tonight. This could have got a lot busier with 3 more platforms going on. But it was a lot of fun for the people to watch. This will be a lot of fun at the reruns, too. Although, just so you guys know, this stream will not be available in 24 hours. Because of the music that we played, because of the things we did on there, they will pull it. YouTube will pull it, and they'll block it from going out. There's nothing we can do about that. It's copyrighted music, and if we play too much of it, I think if I held them under 15 seconds, I think we'd be okay. But some of these I went long on, and we're going to get nailed on it, and they'll pull the stream down. So if you can't find it, that's why. But for right now, if you were here live, if you were part of it, then you saw it. It's history. It's in the books. It's written down. It's gone forever. Just remember that you were here, and everybody else wasn't. All right, everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Gracie.
That's my line.
That's her line.
All right. Goodbye.